Is it is it is it live? It's live. It's
Testing.
live.
We're live.
It's live.
Amazing. Let me see if I can.
Well, let's go. I can watch myself on stream.
Oh no, we're gonna get that like audio delay.
Is it working? It's live. It's live.
Oh no, I can hear myself through your
Oh,
stream.
sorry. I was playing it out
through your
loud.
Discord.
To
Okay.
hear if okay.
Okay,
Stop,
yes.
Stop that.
Oh, no wonder I could hear 3 of them.
Oh god. So sorry.
Incredible. Okay, I'm not
So
seeing
good.
it on the live thing on your channel.
It shows on the main page.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, Hypercubers code. Okay. Nice.
Hey, yeah, we're going. Well, I guess there's no intro because we don't know what we're doing. We're not.
Yeah, no.
We don't have no
Somebody
idea
here
what's
is
happening.
professional.
Yes.
Probably.
It's not me.
Not me though.
Oh wow, we already have like several people in the chat. Hello,
People are going to show up for
Anthony
Rowan.
and-
Hello,
Okay.
fans of Rowan. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah. Now there's only 1/3 Rowan.
Yeah, your Rowan density has just gone down.
Yes.
My density.
Yeah, the density of Rowan in this stream
Oh no.
is down
However,
to 33%.
Yes.
How do I re-enable streamer mode just in case?
Oh.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think in settings you can.
Streamer
Yeah, it's
mode.
probably insane.
Enable. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Yes. So we have here for the. Do the people in chat know like how familiar are y'all with hypercubing?
Yeah.
You know what you're looking at.
We got 2 people in the chat. Hello. Let me promote this on my channel,
Oh yes.
on my server.
Do the
Nice.
things.
Oh, yeah, get like 50 people in here.
In Hypercubers too, self-promotion. Promotion.
Honestly, yeah. 'cause
Honestly,
people will watch it.
Hypercubers.
If people will sit in VC for 8 hours and hello,
it's
Smitty.
muted, then yeah, they'll watch us.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's true. Hypercubers have no life, and that includes us.
Damn.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So true.
Yes. We
Shall
are.
I turn on my virtual cam so that you can see instead of my face there? You can see my puzzle.
Yeah, if you share your streams,
Yes, absolutely.
It should work. I believe.
Because that's better than
Yeah,
streaming.
yeah. I could stream code.
Oh, like a nerd.
Yeah.
If you want to reveal the code, sure.
It's open source on GitHub.
Yes.
Right.
The mistakes you make before you commit aren't.
Yeah, yes. Hello, Samuel. If you think this is the best live ever, then
Then I'm sorry to disappoint you, but
yeah.
literally go
No,
anywhere.
It might be soon, but unlikely. All right. So the stated goal for today, I think, was for Rowan to solve the 4 to the 4.
Ooh, that's a good goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me open a 4 to the 4.
That's the goal, but I just went to it and there's automatically like strange keybinds
Yeah.
so I didn't make those. Oh,
What?
are those automatic?
There shouldn't be.
Should be the same keybinds.
Should be the same keybind set.
I never made these
Oh.
for 4 to the 4. Is this part of like Luna RKT?
No. What's strange to you?
Yeah, what's different?
This is not the
Oh
rotations are
no! So when you set up your rotations, you did it to be like just do 3 layers instead of saying all the layers.
Yeah.
So if you go into the keybind settings, we can fix that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I actually
Rowan,
can't. You're not sharing your screen on Discord, so just looking
Yeah,
at the
Rowan,
screen.
you should virtual cam into Discord so that we can see
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, there's like very little delay on the stream.
Well, there's a bit of
So-
delay.
Yeah, it's like maybe 1 second. A couple seconds. Okay.
There we go. Is it?
Oh, I can pop out chat. Oh yeah,
Ooh, you can pop out chat.
Yeah, and I think I can close the original tab. Yes, cool.
You can
Okay.
pop out chat.
Ooh, sick. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Wow, YouTube having a good feature. What is this?
So in the settings here, where you have 1 to 2, or no, go to the rotations.
I'm just looking at the stream and you can see mine twice.
Oh, because you've moved yours around.
how do I move?
Oh,
it?
no.
Okay.
'Cause
whatever.
you
I'll fix
be-
that later. I'll fix that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Rotations.
Yes. So see where it says 1 to 3? Change the 3 to -1.
1 to
It
minus
says
1.
count from the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, because -1 starts from the other end.
Yeah. Blame Luna for this system.
Yeah, this is my fault.
What?
But otherwise, what are you gonna do?
Why would you do
Yeah.
this?
So now that means like from the first layer to the last layer.
Right. So all of
So
the
that it will
layers.
always work. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There you go.
Ah, wonderful.
Should probably be
Yeah.
like a drop down where you can like click all layers or something.
Yeah,
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay.
truly.
Right.
If you in the audience spot anything disgusting about this program,
Oh no!
please shout at Hector about it.
Yes.
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 Because it will be funny. He won't fix it, but it'll be funny.
Yep. I made this program and Luna designed every feature in it.
That's not true. I just designed the good ones.
Right. And then
The layer masks and the
the-
piece filters.
RKT.
Like I said.
And soon the keybind system.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
So
So
something you don't like about the design of this program, Plain Loop.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
To
bug.
make it look pretty.
Yeah.
If it was only me, it wouldn't look at all.
Yeah.
Okay, how do these keybinds feel then, Ron?
good. So for the RKT, I need. This
Oh
to
yeah.
be
So
3
that
layers.
-2 is what you want. 1 to -2.
So where's that 1 to?
Again, this is
-2?
why this system exists, so
Yep.
that you can do these.
Yeah. There you go.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. All
I feel
right.
vindicated.
Piece filters though don't carry over. You're just gonna have to set those up.
Yeah, piece filters don't do
Probably
it.
just as you go.
But if you have keybinds for piece filters, they'll still look for the same names.
Oh yeah,
so
that's
you can
true.
make.
Has any of us solved it blindfolded?
We haven't.
It
Yeah.
says unable
people
to find a
have.
piece filter down here.
Yes, because
Yes,
you have
'cause
to
you
set
haven't
the same-
coded up the piece filter. You have
Yeah.
to make the
So,
piece filter and name it, but it will
I know
look for the same name.
I know people have solved 3 to the 4 blind. Has anyone solved 4 to the 4?
Don't think so.
No.
Okay.
No way.
One person solved 3 to the 4 blind. A couple of people have solved 2 to the 4 blind.
Yeah. The 3 to 4 blind was like only a month or 2 ago, right?
Yeah, that was very recent.
Pretty recent, yeah.
Yeah,
so
you
no,
have
I,
to make new piece filters.
I can do a 2 to the 3 blind like 60% of the time. That's
Yeah,
extent of my blind
thing.
knowledge.
I used to be able to do 3x3 blind. I probably still can, but it's like too. I never got it to the point that I could do it casually.
I can do it. I've done it a couple of times, but not all the times.
It's always just a bit too much mental effort, to keep track of it. So I don't do it because it's exhausting.
Let me try a 2x2 live right now. Oh, you
Live 2x2 blind.
or what's going on?
You're gonna do 2x2 blind?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
boy.
do 2x2 blind.
Rohan, fix your stream. Come on.
What? I'm trying.
The stream on YouTube looks good.
Does it?
Yeah, stream. Well, you're seeing Rohan twice.
Now we're seeing Rowan. Okay.
Now we're seeing Rohan.
Oh, this
but
is
now we
mad.
can't see it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What's happening?
It's because you're
I'm
streaming your thing directly too, but you're streaming me and Hector
Hey,
just by
let me-
doing one label.
Let me find a way to like.
Okay, so both of you share your
Something?
screen, and then I'll just hide non-video
Right.
participants.
Well,
That's-
what you-
that's the
what
way to
you-
do it.
Yeah, what you can also do, Rowan.
Yeah.
Is instead of showing me and Hector as one thing, you can make it 2 separate captures,
Can I
and
pop?
then you can just center them on whenever we are.
I can't pop both of you out individually, can I?
No, but you can just record the same window twice with OBS
And then have a different
and
crop.
crop me on one of them and crop Hector on the other one.
That's painful.
I think
Well-
all of us sharing screen, like that is the optimal way to do
That
this.
is the aesthetic. Yeah.
I just don't have anything to show,
Just
right?
boot up Hyperspeed
Yeah,
Cube.
Yeah, I guess.
Order the-
Okay, yeah, that's actually true.
If
I'll
both
just-
of you just share
just-
your screen, then I can just hide myself as a non-video participant.
Yes.
Yo, we can see the little
All right.
Oh, but then if you're not sharing on Discord, it's difficult to spot stuff.
Okay. So now I am sharing Hyperspeed Cube.
Scuffed setup.
And tell who's who based on the background colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now we're seeing the watch stream.
Hang
Amazing.
on. Is that a thing? Is that better? That's all right.
Like now you're watching it in full screen. There we go. That works.
It's a little bit behind. the
Yeah.
stream.
Oh no, you got to zoom out.
It should be good now, huh?
Sorry,
actually-
everyone in chat.
yeah,
This is our first time doing this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough. It's probably gonna be rough all subsequent times as well because we're
Yeah.
just bad at things. But,
Most likely.
you know.
Actor, I think it would look a bit better if you used OBS Virtual Cam instead of streaming directly to Discord. Because
interesting.
it would remove the
because it
little
wouldn't say
live thing and all
Okay,
that.
okay.
Ah.
I could also turn on my actual camera,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you
Um,
could, but like,
I'm not sure.
get
I don't think I've
doxed.
done a face reveal on YouTube yet. I'll maybe do that someday if I have a reason to.
Ooh.
Uh,
If we get literally 5 likes,
oh no!
we already have 3 likes on this stream.
Do we? Oh, yeah, wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, don't forget to donate money and.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah. Go donate to the Jingle Jam. Go give to charity.
Yeah, give to
Christmas.
charity. Don't
If you
give
give
to
me
us.
the money, then I will give it to charity, definitely.
Don't trust this man who can't set up a video stream.
Okay. Let me. OBS virtual cam. Yep.
Yeah.
Camera and just no stream. And hopefully that's good.
And then Discord will figure that out. Yeah, and then you can close the stream instead.
Okay. Rowan's still not virtual camming. Like I can see you on the
No.
YouTube, but not Discord.
Yeah, Rowan, you can virtual cam as well, and then that'll look good.
Virtual. Okay, what is the virtual cam?
There's a button
Wait,
on the start
if it's
recording. that
virtual
says start
cam, I
virtual
think
cam.
we're gonna see the stream in his thing,
Oh, true.
which is actually perfect.
I clicked
Yeah, which actually better.
start virtual cam. Okay, what now?
And then you turn your camera on in Discord.
But set the
Can't do
camera to
that.
be the right one.
And then I screen share the virtual cam.
No, not screen
No,
share.
you don't screen share. You literally turn your
You-
camera
but
on.
In the camera, there's like an option to select
Yeah, the
that
camera there's a drop down, and you pick the OBS virtual camera.
Oh.
Or likes. Oh my, 6 likes. Oh no.
Yo, that's it.
Do-
Face
do-
reveal.
I have to do the face reveal. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
shoot.
I
Okay,
did
let me
it.
like.
Did I do
make
it
sure-
right?
No, it's not screen share.
It's no, I clicked virtual cam.
Oh yeah, no, it's working now. Yeah. We
Oh
can
yeah,
see,
yes.
We can see
We can
the
see
stream,
the stream in Rowan. Oh, this is great. This is actually
That's
awful.
hilarious.
What?
Oh, of course, because you're streaming the stream. Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
Okay.
You'd need 2 copies of OBS to do that. Oh no.
Can you do that? Have OBS open multiple times.
Maybe. Or you could maybe have multiple scenes that you're sending to different places. I don't know.
This is so cursed.
But yeah, okay. So that doesn't work.
Okay. Well,
Just watch me on the
Unfortunate.
stream then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Turn off
That
the
would-
virtual camera because now we're messed up
Oh,
because
God.
it's weird.
Okay.
Okay.
I love it.
Did that fix
Uh,
it?
Yeah, it will do.
Okay. Definitely
All right.
a good
Yeah.
stream.
We
I
got
would like
6
to do
likes,
2 to the
so,
4 blind at some point, but
I'll do a face reveal and a 2 to the 3 blind.
Face reveal.
Oh,
at a
geez,
million
let's go.
subscribers.
Yep.
he's
All right.
actually
Give
doing
me-
a face reveal at 5 likes.
Give me 1 moment.
I'm impressed. Hey, so Rowan, how you feeling about this Order of the 4? What's going through your mind?
Yeah. I think
What's your plan?
I think
Alright.
I
Um,
want to try to solve this puzzle here. The 4 to the 4.
That is a good idea.
Yes.
What's
That's my
your
plan.
instinct on how to solve it?
Should I just get started? Might as well.
Oh, you
huh?
can do if you want to go, yeah.
There's only
Yeah, it'll probably take you a couple hours, so.
It's only like 6 people watching. That's okay.
Hey, that's more people than there are dimensions on this puzzle, so.
You know, that
There's
is
the face reveal.
that is true.
Yo, we already got a bot. Shout out to the bot in the chat.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh, no.
Where's my
No.
moderators?
Oh boy.
Moderators.
Can you make us? Oh, I can report it. I can block it.
Oh,
Hey!
moderator? I barely know her.
Whoa.
Okay. So
Got him.
Got him.
okay, scramble the 2 to the 3. Let's.
Ooh.
What kind of scramble is that?
What kind of normal cubing is this?
Okay. This is
Hyper
someone
Megaminx.
mentioned
Yes, in
blind.
fact, we do have the Hyper Megaminx.
Ooh,
It
yes.
does exist.
Wait, could
It's
I
very
take
big.
one?
It is the 100, also known as the 120 cell.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. Never mind.
Yes, the 120 cell.
Yes, I can pull
Very,
that up.
very large. Yeah, you pull it up. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Because you have magic 120 cell, don't you?
Oh, I do. I was gonna use MC4D, but that is
Yeah,
a good
well,
idea. I don't know where I put magic 120 cell. Is it like a thing you actually
Professionalism.
sell? Yeah.
You love to see it.
My mouse has gone invisible.
Who needs a mouse?
Why is my mouse invisible?
I can see your mouse on the stream. Oh no, I can't. No, it's gone.
I can't see my own mouse on my screen.
How did that?
Oh, I can see it. On your stream.
I can't. My mouse is gone. I've lost my mouse. How is this possible?
Mouse enjoyers. Despairing.
I'm just guessing where my mouse is. Oh god.
Just use keybinds, it'll be fine.
Well,
Yeah.
I am. Okay.
All right. I have found magic 120 cell. It doesn't show up in the start menu for some reason.
No,
Yeah, it's
imagine
weird.
Windows making sense.
Yep. Okay, hang on. So if I switch, there's a way to do this. Yes. So now you should be able to see magic 120 cell.
Not yet. Yes. Yes, I can.
Nice, nice. Okay. Oh yeah, it's not happy with the OBS and the Discord and the stream and all of that at once.
Oh yeah, just turn some cells off.
Yes.
My computer's it's not unhappy. It's just like my mouse is invisible for no reason.
There we go. Okay.
I mean,
So,
I
yes,
can see it
this-
on your streams. That's very weird.
I can't see it on my own screen.
Are you tabbed into something weird?
Don't think so.
So, Hyper Megaminx,
Oh,
we got
Yeah.
120 dodecahedral cells.
No, it still isn't on stream yet. I don't know why
What?
it's not on the stream. I can
It's
see it in
definitely on
Discord.
Discord. It's definitely in Discord.
Rowan, has your Discord got upset?
Oh, my mouse is back.
Oh, it might be frozen.
Oh.
Shoot. Yeah, Rowan, if Discord's minimized or not visible, it might not update.
Yeah, it's not updating on the stream.
I'm watching it right now. I see the Hyper Megaminx.
Wait, why
Oh,
isn't
but the
it
stream does... Oh,
working
there we
on
go. Yeah,
OBS?
now we can see it.
Oh. It just took a while?
It's
Okay,
there.
weird.
Oh,
Okay.
Maybe if you... I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
just make
yes.
sure you don't...
So, Hyper Megaminx,
Yes.
120 dodecahedral cells. It is absolute hell. This is what a turn looks like.
Yeah.
This
Double
program,
check that we see this turn on the stream. Give me a second, the stream delay.
I'm messing
yeah,
with the.
it's working on the stream. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, the layout. Oh geez.
I am messing with the layout.
Oh no.
Oh no. Pay no attention to the cube behind the curtain.
Yes. This program is incredible for having transparency. However,
that's a good fun fact in the chat. 6 regular polytopes in 4D.
ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And we have puzzles for all 6.
So true.
And then some.
And then some, true.
Have we done all 3 platonic polytopes? Platonic solids in higher
5D.
dimensions puzzles.
5D.
I've done we've done 2 of 3. I think I've made the 3rd one, but no one solved it that I know of.
Oh. The 3 are generalization
I've
of
done-
cube, generalization of simplex, and
I've solved cube and simplex. In
the other one's
5D.
like probably a bunch of simplexes.
The other one is the orthoplex, I think is the word, which is the dual of the cube, and yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
like it's the octahedron 16 cell.
Okay. Looks horrible. Yeah, it is. I assume. I have not solved this.
Well, it's horrible and not horrible. The thing that makes it horrible is how big it is.
Yeah.
It's
Actually, solve it just like a
absolutely
Megaminx.
huge.
A Megaminx isn't bad to solve. It's just annoying, slow.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
large.
If anything, it's easier than the
Rotund.
Megaminx because you have more space to work. So
Yeah, you got loads of space. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about it.
Here's a great
However,
visual.
very large cube.
This is like you can split the puzzle into these two tori. So one of them going this way, and one of them going this way. There's lots of really nice ways you can split up this puzzle.
Lots of very good, because same way that dodecahedral symmetry has cubic symmetry in it and a bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah, here you can see the hypercubic symmetry.
Yeah, you can see all of the different symmetry groups in here. That you divide it up.
Rings. There's
fun feature.
I think
If you've ever seen the dodecaplex puzzle from Math Gear,
Ooh.
those rings, same rings.
I have not.
It's very cool. Some little plastic pieces made out of 6 dodecahedra that fit together into parts of a. Why are there so many 2x2 and 4x4? Ah, what is this? What's happening? Yes, this is 4-dimensional cubing.
Welcome.
yes.
Welcome to hypercubing.
Welcome to hypercubing.
Yes.
So,
So why are there so many 2x2?
What you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm Luna. I have a 4 to the 4, which is a 4x4 in 4 dimensions, all the 4s, on my screen right now.
Yes.
Hactor is over there with the big ball-looking thing. That's
Yeah.
a 120 cell, which is the equivalent of a Megaminx in 4 dimensions. And resident streamer Rowan
Hello.
has also got a 4 to the 4 on his screen, and he's trying to solve it. I see he's solved one center already, which is pretty nice.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So it's a 4 to the 4. He's hiding the outer layers. Make it easier to see the centers right now.
Yeah. Because if you don't hide the outer layers, it looks like my screen, and you can't see the middle pieces.
Yeah. Can we give the super quick intro to 4D cubing?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me switch so that I can show hyperspeed cube. Okay, so like 30-second introduction to what the heck is 4-dimensional cubing. This is a 3x3. I can view it like this. Should look familiar. I can do turns. Seems reasonable. Remember what this looks like. You have these stickers in like a 3x3 grid, trapezoidy things. When I rotate, there's like another color that comes into view, so there's always one face that's hidden. You take all this and bump it up a dimension, you get a 4-dimensional cube. Cube in the middle, trapezoidy things on the sides, and one color, which is pink, that's always hidden. Well, changes what color is hidden. And we can do turns. So let me turn animations on.
I've got some nice slow animations.
Yes. I have another version of the program that just has different
Oh
preferences.
yeah, you have the demo version.
Yeah. So here we go. You can see some nice animations. So this is what turns look like. Just like on a normal Rubik's Cube, you always rotate a face and like one layer from the adjacent faces. And we're doing the same thing here. So whenever I hover over a sticker, it's actually highlighting the other stickers on the same piece. So you can see that like these 3 stickers that I've highlighted are part of the same piece. We just separated them so that you can see what's going on. So this can be solved just like a Rubik's Cube can be solved. There you go.
Yeah. And much like a Rubik's Cube, once you get started, it's less intimidating than you think it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A bit of a hurdle to get over at the beginning, but it turns out it's much
It's
easier
still
than you think it
intimidating.
is. Yeah. But it's not quite so impossible.
Yeah. Does that help clear things up? I hope.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably made it more confusing knowing.
Yeah. To start refining that explanation, because I'm sure we're going to be giving it like every half an hour, which...
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark hypercubing in the chat.
What? Is that a thing? What?
It's not a thing, but it should be a thing.
What would that do?
Each piece has one more sticker connected to it.
Just-
Not quite. So there are more... You're right that a lot of them do. So this is
Yes.
a thing that's like a corner, and it has 4 stickers on one piece. This is a thing that's like an edge. This is a thing that actually is also like an edge. But there's another piece in the core here. This is a piece that's like a center. It has 1 sticker.
Yeah. Well, attached to the core. It's not quite the core.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So this is really like a center. We have another type of piece. So in a normal Rubik's Cube, you have pieces with one color, we call them centers. Pieces with two colors that are edges. Pieces with three colors that are corners. We have all those here, but we also have a piece with four colors. The terminology we use is center, edge.
A ridge.
Oh, sorry, center. I messed it up. Oh no. Yes, center,
Nice.
ridge, edge, corner.
Yeah.
Um,
And the
But-
reason it's slightly weird is because some properties that you're used to from edges come from them being the thing between corners. And some of the properties you're used to from edges come of them being the thing that has two colors on it.
Right.
And
So-
so those two things are different on this puzzle.
Yes.
Which is why
So-
sometimes one of them behaves how you expect and sometimes the other one does.
So the centers always behave like centers, like you'd expect.
Mhm.
Corners pretty much always behave like corners. Ridges and edges have properties of, ridges behave like edges.
And
Edges
sometimes behave like centers.
sometimes behave like centers. Edges behave like edges sometimes, corners other times. Yeah, ridges. Yes. So there's
I
just
also
more
see
pieces.
in the chat someone mentioning about the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame has actually finished now.
It has,
Through
yes,
the
it
four-
has.
Yes,
Yeah, we've reached
unfortunately.
500 solvers, so unfortunately the main Hall of Fame
Yes.
for solvers is now closed.
Very sad.
You
but
should
we
still solve this
have.
because it's cool.
Yeah, you still solve it. We still have we're maintaining a speed solving spreadsheet at the moment. So if you want to get into speed solving this thing, you can absolutely get into that, and that's pretty active at the moment.
Now is a very good
Um,
time to get into speed solving because everyone is
absolutely.
trash.
Yeah, that's one way to
Like-
put it.
Like we're improving massively. The record was broken like a dozen times in the last week and a half.
That's probably an underestimate.
Yeah, because we just like have finally started. We've new programs, new methods, and people are actually practicing now.
There's
So
also
if you-
plenty of room on the extended Hall of Fame.
Yep.
If you're looking to solve something a bit more interesting than just the cube. Cubes are boring. So there's still plenty of time to get yourself in other places, but the main Hall of
Yeah.
Fame has now officially closed.
Yes.
But if you solve it, we'll still be very, very impressed, and you can
Mm,
join
yeah, absolutely.
our Discord server, which is
You can
linked
join
on
our
the
Discord
screen.
even if you haven't solved one.
I hope
Yeah.
the
It's
GIF.
the perfect place to learn.
I hope the GIF isn't just annoying and repetitive of the icon.
Can we
but
do a poll?
whatever?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know.
But anyway,
Yell at
Right.
Rowan in chat if you don't like the GIF.
Yeah.
no.
Yell at Rowan in chat if you do like the GIF.
Yes.
Everybody just
Yeah,
yell at Rowan.
Just yell at Rowan.
No,
Yeah.
no, don't yell at me. Wow. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. How's this going? I see you've got 3 centers done now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are 8.
Looking very
centers.
nice. Yes,
Mhm.
8 centers in total.
Number of dimensions, which is 4 times 2.
Because there's one on each side.
Yep.
So what's your plan here? You just going for
I'm
4D square 1? I see in the chat. Yes.
Ah,
There's
very
been lots and
good
lots of
question.
discussion about
yeah.
the 4D square 1.
Oh yeah, we have some
And
opinions.
Yeah.
it's not as easy to make as you think it is.
Yes.
Because you can't just draw a square and put some lines on it and say that that works. It would be really nice if that worked, but unfortunately, geometry's a bit harder than that.
I think the
Um,
gist of it is that it's very easy to segment a circle into however many slices you want.
absolutely.
Segmenting a sphere into equal slices is not trivial. In
Yeah,
a way that's
absolutely.
meaningful.
That is exactly the problem.
Yeah.
We see it in the list that was in chat earlier. 1 infinity 5 6 3 3 3.
What?
Square 1 is making the most of that infinity regular polygons.
Well, I'm sorry,
in
I
two
do not
dimensions.
understand what you're saying right now.
There are infinitely many regular polygons in 2 dimensions.
Ah, okay.
There
Yes.
are only 5 regular polyhedra in 3 dimensions.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
4D clock. That's actually an interesting idea.
Well, we thought about it a couple of times, yeah.
The,
Yeah, I guess technically clock. Well, that's
well,
how you look at it, right?
we could talk about the number of dimensions.
Yeah.
that's another discussion. Let's
there's
talk
a
about
whole
4D
other
clock
thing
and then
going
get
on
into
there.
that.
But yeah,
So-
dimension plus 1 clock.
Yes. If you bump up the number of dimensions on a clock, the interesting thing is then I don't think it would be because a clock is normally commutative, right?
Yes.
Which means that it doesn't matter what order you do the moves in.
Unlike
But-
English.
Get
Right. Yep. So, but in 3D, so if you're doing rotations in a 2D plane, right, you could do clockwise and counterclockwise in whatever order. As long as you do the same amount, it'll get the same result. In 3D, rotations do not work that way. So a clock, if every, I guess, clock face rotated freely in 3D, then it wouldn't be commutative anymore. So it'd actually be a more interesting puzzle.
It absolutely would be.
Yes. 40. I'm still gonna get to the 2D versus 3D thing, but the regular
We can get to that eventually,
video is interesting.
That is very interesting. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. That's very interesting.
So,
yeah.
Can we make puzzles using some of those other regular polyhedra?
We absolutely can.
I'm afraid you'd say that.
Yes. And it opens a whole can of worms of different ways to define puzzles, different way to think about them. That's very fun.
If you're Luna.
If you're me, then it's very fun. I can, in fact,
for me, then it makes you scared because then Luna's going to ask you to implement it in Hyperspeedcube.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Yeah. So are you searching for something to show for that? Or...
Yeah, I am just trying to open this up. Yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nice.
So my stream is currently breaking a little bit, but that's fine.
It looks good at the latest.
How do I scale Windows? Help.
There.
How do I censor it?
I think
center to screen. There we go. Okay. This is an octahedron, which was very exciting. FTO for WCA and all that.
Propaganda. No.
Yeah. However, here is... So if you know already the 5 regular polyhedra that are traditionally the ones you would take, you have the tetrahedron, the octahedron, and the icosahedron made of triangles, the cube made of squares, and the dodecahedron made of pentagons. And one of the very easy things you can disregard and quietly ignore if you want more shapes is convexity. Now it's quite easy to think about that. It's not very easy to make that. But it does make for some very pretty puzzles. So we can make a dodecahedron out of pentagons. But it's not the only dodecahedron you can make out of pentagons. Here's another one. Now you can see that things might look a little bit wrong here. We've got faces that intersect each other in silly ways. But that's some of the things you've got to relax if you want more shapes. And there are some very interesting differences between this shape and the normal dodecahedron. One of which is if you look at every corner here, you see there are actually 5 different colours meeting at this corner. Whereas on a normal dodecahedron you've got 3. And that means you get a lot more fiddly pieces. Ooh, Rowan's almost done with centers.
I finished centers.
That's very exciting. Ooh,
nice.
Rowan's finished centers. Very exciting.
I'm guessing Rowan's doing reduction.
I guess
Yeah, that seems to be the plan.
I don't know.
Okay.
No plan.
Very approachable.
Continue.
Yeah. So here is another one of the dodecahedra you can make. This is very exciting. I don't think anybody solved this. These petals around these corners are quite scary.
So this is different from the last one you just showed?
Yeah, no, this is the great dodecahedron, which you should compare and contrast with the normal dodecahedron.
Okay. It looks... Okay.
The face planes are actually the same, they're just deeper. But it means instead of here where we have 3 faces meeting at every vertex, we have 5 faces meeting at every vertex here. It gives you a much more colourful, both literally and figuratively, corner geometry.
Yeah.
Lots of fiddly pieces here. Oh no, solving and forgetting to save in chat. That's tragic. I've been there.
Yeah. Save often.
Save often. Yeah. But it's still not the only two dodecahedra we can make. If we allow the faces as well to be non-convex.
Sir
we can
Pencil,
have
you've gotten
this.
Luna started. This is the rest of the stream.
This is the thing. Absolutely, this is the rest of the stream. So here is the small stellated dodecahedron. I can speak English, I swear. And this thing has pentagrams as faces. So we still have the old 5 vertices here with 5 faces around. But now you have these other weird intersections. That means there are some very weird interactions with pieces.
I'd ask the big question.
Solved this either?
I was about to say, Luna, have you ever solved any of these?
No, I think I could solve this one.
Oh.
I intend to at some point. But it's quite difficult to get a handle on. So something that's very scary is when you have lots of faces around one vertex like this. It's a lot of piece types that I still don't fully understand. So it's a bit of an intimidating prospect. Pentagrams 111. Yes, I see. I'm very excited about pentagrams too. They're very good.
Ready for the pentagrammal duoprism.
Ooh, pentagrammal duoprism. That would be amazing.
We had an animation of one, just not a puzzle.
We did have an animation. And then there is, in fact, the 4th regular asterisk dodecahedron, which is the Great Slate dodecahedron, which I'm pretty sure is a dodecahedron. And this one, again, has pentagram faces. And we've gone back to having 3 around each vertex, which means this is much more approachable. However, we have this weird 5 intersection here that's a bit spooky.
Very spooky puzzle.
This isn't even a vertex, it's just a thing. Yeah, building these puzzles would be very cool. The thing that's unfortunate is when you have a spiky puzzle, generally things get pretty far out from the center, which means that keeping pieces in becomes quite a task. This one, I think, should actually be doable. Because if you have a look, that piece never actually pops out. Ooh, Hacktoy trying to beat Grant's world record.
Oh no. So Grant has my 3 to the 4 world record right now.
Your 3 to the 4 world record, is it?
It's not mine anymore, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not yet. My keyboard's having issues. In a week, roughly, or Monday or Tuesday.
I'd like to see that 20
I
fishing
have a
video.
functioning keyboard again, and then you bet I'm gonna go for my record again.
Your
I want to take it back.
Hacktoy's rightful owner,
Yeah.
the true king of England.
So not yet, Rant, but I'm working on it. So what about like Petrials though? Can we make puzzles out of those?
Ooh, Petrials. So the thing that goes on there is that traditionally when we think about puzzles like this, twisty puzzles like the Rubik's Cube, the thing that we do is we take a big solid and then we cut it up, right? Like a classic Rubik's Cube, you take a cube, you slice it up, and then turn the faces that get sliced off, basically.
So do
You
we
have a
need to follow-
problem once you have a Petrial cube, because where's the face? What are you going to slice? Where's the solid, right?
Yeah.
What do you get? That view kind of breaks down. But it's not the only way to look at puzzles. I'm just going to address someone saying they still use Rowan's beginner method to solve 3 to the 4. Is there a method I should learn for speed solving, or is it just something like CFOP?
There absolutely is,
Absolutely.
and Luna and I are the people to ask.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can use beginner's method. Grant uses CFOP, which I
Very
think is more
successfully.
advanced than Rowan's beginner's method.
Yeah.
Not by a huge amount, though.
Okay. 3 block is harder, but much more move efficient. And I think Luna as well suspect that it will ultimately be faster, but we are not yet at that point.
It's in a very interesting state of being harder and easier.
Yeah.
Because
What do
it's
you
harder
mean?
to take advantage of it, but it gives you much more freedom to solve things without having to fiddle.
Well, Petrus gives you a lot of freedom, but that doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
easy.
No, exactly, but it's harder and easier. That's what I'm saying.
So 3 to 4 using Roy's solution.
Royce's method, the ultimate solution,
Okay.
it's comms.
Okay.
Com spam.
Yep. I think I did that
Classic.
for my first solve as well.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'm proud to have never com spammed a 3 to the 4.
Nice.
Yeah, Luna doesn't believe in comp spamming.
I don't.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let me pull up this with did that? See if I'm gonna make sure
I
that
believe
that's
in this spiky ball.
Okay. So general we can do a speed solving tutorial. Let me just give a
Ooh.
general overview of the method.
Example solve right
Example solve. You know what? Let's do an example solve. It'll only take like 10 minutes.
here.
So
Spoken like a true
first of all,
world record contender.
outline. So first solve not the whole cross, just 4 pieces from it, which is nice because all you need to know is which pieces are opposite.
Ooh,
You just have to know white's opposite yellow, blue's opposite green, and then you could solve it, twist it any which way, and then put it in place.
You don't have to worry about having the old mirrored cross. It's
Right.
not a thing anymore.
Get a mirror cross, so that's nice. Then we solve these F2L pairs here to like split the cube in half. So it's kind of like an EO line, but we're not doing EO, so it's kind of like ZZ. Then the reason it's called 3 block, we solve the left half in 3 blocks. So this F2L, then that F2L, and then that. Ignore the fact that some of these things are hidden. That's actually
for visibility.
Yeah, it's for visibility. To look ahead to solve these fast, that is exact right. So I don't think Grant is doing look ahead right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, Grant. Look ahead's what I'm trying to learn, and that's how I think.
Still at the very baby look ahead stage.
Yeah, which is why again I'm saying like now's a good time to get into this.
You can get very fast
for
right now without any look ahead at all. Really.
Yep. So so we solve the left side, and the right side. What? Oh, right. So solve left side again in 3 blocks like that, and then once you've solved everything except the last cell, then you do OLL and PLL. World record and almost no look ahead. Yep. Yeah.
And most of the look ahead that is happening is the same thing you're doing on a 3x3. That you need to learn nothing else.
Right.
You'll just be able to do it.
Yeah. In fact, if you have good look ahead on 3x3, I think that helps because you know what you're trying to go for.
Yeah, you already have an advantage.
Right. Like I can tell like I know what I'm trying to train. It's like, okay, I need to be able to identify pieces. I need to identify what moves to do once I've spotted them. Like I know what good look ahead feels like, so I can try to aim for that. So do y'all want a walkthrough solve or like example solve? Because I could totally do that if that is something people want to see.
Do it. I think that would be a good idea.
Might as well.
But yeah, let's see.
I'm gonna get a drink of water first. I can be ready. I'll be back in a minute.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we've had a lot of debate about whether we should be using piece filters or not. At the moment, despite it being the most active season for hypercubing speed solving, ever, there's still only a couple of us doing it. Yeah. So at the moment, the kind of agreement that we all have is that it's more fun if you're solving with piece filters because it removes some of the tedium without really making it easier.
Yeah.
Like all the interesting bits of solving the puzzle are still there. So at the moment, we're using piece filters because it just makes it a bit less tedious and a bit nicer on the eyes. But absolutely, there's merit to solving without them, and we'll have to see if people start solving without them and see how fast they get and see how it feels. Because as the methods improve and as our understanding improves, we might be less reliant on them. I solved the 5 to the 4 again recently. Got the world record for that for free because no one else had done it before.
Right.
No one else had filmed a speed solve before. Plenty of people have solved the puzzle before.
Right.
And I was looking at the same number of pieces as there are on a 3x3, basically in one go. So it's absolutely doable.
Ryan is asking about if there's a ZZ equivalent method.
Yeah.
And I know you know stuff about this.
Yeah. So the thing is, the 2 color pieces, the ridges on this, have that's the other thing. When you're watching, piece filters shows you where you're looking, rather than just looking at it. As an observer, it's really nice. But yeah, the 2Cs actually have an orientation that is comparable to ZZ edge orientation. So you could absolutely do ridge orientation as part of a method like 3 block, and you could do a ZZ variant that way. The problem is that doesn't really give you much, because you still have all of the edges that aren't oriented and all of the corners that aren't oriented. It's not much of an advantage, and there's quite a few ridges to orient. It's much
The biggest issue with ZZ is
more
just
taxing.
recognition.
Yeah, it's much more taxing to recognize. There's much more to set up. So it's hard to actually take advantage of it. And the other thing that makes it a disadvantage is that there is no real way to, as far as we know, to orient the actual edges, the 3-color pieces, in a way that would be like ZZ. There's no real way to do that. The same way that you can't do a ZZ for orienting corners on a 3x3. Like, it just doesn't really work. The only thing you can do like that is domino reduction or something like that.
More precisely, we don't know a good subset of moves that corresponds to a subset of piece states.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the way to phrase it.
There's no good reduction there.
No. And the only things we know that you could do don't really give you an advantage.
Right. So have we answered the question about hiding pieces being illegal in the future?
Yeah, I was talking about that while you were gone.
All
Hopefully that's enough of an answer for you.
Let me scramble this and start an example solve.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
first thing I do is orient. Like I always use the standard orientation: white on top, green in front, red on the right, which puts purple in the inside, and pink is my first layer color. And that means that I can know exactly where each pair. First of all, I can use the same piece filters every time, and I can know exactly where a pair belongs without just by looking at what colors it has. So I can start to get good recognition. So
Yeah, Ryan, we're always looking for new methods, so
Yep.
hypercubing theory is very good. And yes, Pancelot, there is a roux variant.
Yep, it's not very good.
Yeah, one of the main proponents of it is in this call right
I'm
now.
not a proponent of it. I would not recommend using it.
Yeah.
You used to be.
It exists. That's about it. It
Yeah,
exists.
Rowan showed it to me once. The issue with the roux variant is with like, was it called Octokoru?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The issue is that the last cell, like essentially PLL is what is it called? Last 6 edges in roux.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't use roux.
That's
That works really well on 3x3 because centers are fixed and
And there's so few cases.
so few cases for edges. The middle slice on a 3^4 has so many states and there's so much going on and so many orientations that are not easy to deal with.
Yeah.
So it ends up just being really awful at the end.
It's effectively equivalent to solving a 3x3 that can also be reflected.
The last step is.
The last step is there, yeah.
whereas
Which
the last
is
step in our-
not a trivial puzzle to solve.
Right.
And currently we're not very good at solving it fast. So
Yeah.
if there was a good speed method for that puzzle, then it might be
Right.
viable.
Um,
But also getting the last cell bits, like the equivalent of CMLL. CMLL is very effective because you can learn 40 algs and it just works.
what is CMLL?
It's doing the orientation and permutation of the corners to get you into last 6 edges after you've done your 2 blocks.
How is that different from just
Because
CLL?
you can use algs that don't preserve M-slice.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's some that are shorter move count.
Oh,
that
it's
are really
literally
nice.
CLL with an M in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, CLL with
pretty
an M.
much.
Yeah. But there's not really a good equivalent to that so far.
Right.
For us in
Join us.
Hypercubing
Develop
land. But yeah, absolutely, we're interested in stuff like that. We're always looking to develop methods. Particularly, there's been basically no innovation on the last cell in the past, 10 years, something like that.
No, because we figured out RKT cancels. That's big.
Yes, that's true, but it doesn't really change the method, only makes it more efficient.
Right. So let me up the animation speed and then start the solve. So first thing I'm doing is just solving these cross beaches. I'm trying to look ahead somewhat. Let me do it even more.
Doing a bit of planning.
Yeah. So I'm going to do some planning. This is like I'm not great at this yet, but here's the thought process I'm thinking. I see that all of these pieces are good edges in the typical 3x3 sense. How many 3^4 specific algorithms do we know? Like 1.
Yeah.
RKT
So
parity
we
and
have-
fancy.
Yeah, the
weird
RKT
U-curves.
parity alg is really the only
Right.
specific
So
one.
what we do is there's ways to adapt 3-dimensional algorithms to work in 4D, and you'll see some of those later in the solve.
Yeah, so we'll go into that a bit later.
So what we've memorized is like tiny tweaks to 3D algorithms, and I have maybe like a half a dozen of those. Just 2-look, OLL, PLL, and That's it.
Yeah, there you go. Current world record holder knows no 4DL.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a Rubik's Cube, but in Hypercube. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay, I don't
So,
know why I
yep.
didn't
So,
respond by talking instead of
Oh,
responding.
Granton.
Grant.
Ooh, Grant has made it.
Oh, right, because Grant. I forgot Grant had access to this channel.
We also have
Yeah.
Grant. Welcome, Grant.
Yeah.
He is
I am
one of the
here.
epic moderators on the server.
Yes.
Yes. And many other things.
Hello, chat.
Let us know if the audio balancing
Yeah.
use work, because Grant's mic is kind of
Yeah.
quiet.
Oh, my mouse has disappeared again. Oh, no, it's back.
Oh, nice.
So all these ridges are good ridges. So I can just solve each of them in one move. I'm gonna solve yellow and blue first because those are adjacent. And then I can move blue over here to the opposite side, solve green, and then flip this over 180 and solve white. That's my plan.
Oh, the spike thing in the corner was a great slate dodecahedron. Don't worry about it.
Spooky puzzle. That was a 3D
Spooky.
puzzle, but
Yeah, it was
scary.
a 3D puzzle. We were doing some demos.
So let's see if my plan worked. Do that. 180. I forget what I was gonna do. I think it was this. Solving green. 180. Solve that. Okay. So now I've solved the cross. It's offset, but I can put it in place like this.
Yeah.
That's the 4 cross, and then
Which
Now these
important
have
to note is not the equivalent of a cross from CFOP. It's slightly
Right.
smaller.
it's more like an EO line minus EO. So now I'm gonna just solve whatever F2L pairs I see. So there are 4 pairs visible right now. So there's 1 pair right here. I'll insert that.
I like this slow turning solve. It's very nice.
Yeah, I should use this for practicing look ahead.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, Royce's solution. Yeah. Easy mistake to make.
That's bad. Let's see. I want to do this.
This has been a fun 4 to the 4th solve so far. This is my first
Ooh.
ever 4 to the 4 attempt chat.
Yeah, how's it going? Those look like some pretty good ridge reductions going
I
on.
just have the yellow centers left, and then I think
Ridges.
Yellow ridges.
ridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No centers. No ridges.
No, you've
Ridges.
done the center
Oh,
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2C. Yellow 2C.
Yeah, 2Cs. Yeah.
So
Yeah, so often you'll hear us talk about like number C, meaning that
Yes.
many colored piece. So 2C is a piece with 2 colors on it.
Yep.
And it's less ambiguous than sometimes the
Okay, Rowan.
phrases
if I
like
start sharing video, will that break things?
almost certainly.
try
If
it.
Luna stops, it'll be okay.
We'll try it.
If I stop, it'll be
I
okay.
can-
I'm not
Yeah.
doing anything interesting.
Oh, that's fine. It's just smaller now. That's okay. I'll wait for the stream to update on your end. You'll see.
Okay.
The strategy to solving it. Yeah, we're currently walking through an example solve with Hyper
Yep.
here.
Yep. So I
if
have
you just
already
strap
solved
in.
these pieces.
Do you see,
Um,
the stream now?
Yes.
It's just
That looks
small.
really nice, actually.
Me.
My stream is like behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it updated. Okay.
Ooh. So it looks like we might have Grant doing some speed solves up at the top.
Ooh.
If that's what you're interested in.
Okay. Oh yeah. So the stream is like okay.
It's not bad. I think it's fine.
It's not bad. Yeah. Although, Luna, if you could, unless you're doing something in particular, Luna,
Yeah,
stop.
I can just turn mine off for now.
and that'll be a little cleaner. Okay. So yeah. So now I'm forming F2L pairs. So
yeah, 3x2 in those 4 sides. That is what it's going to look like
Yep.
when those pairs are all solved there.
So this is a really cool case that I can demo. So I'm solving these 2 pieces right now. This is analogous to the case in 3D. Let me see if I can pull this up.
is kind of rough, but it's my first solve of the day.
Okay.
Always.
Oh. How can I make it? I select like a different hyperspeed cube.
I don't know if you can. OBS is kind of dumb.
Yeah, OBS doesn't really understand that. I'm just gonna do the whole screen. Whatever. What's the worst?
I
that could
can
happen?
just open mine and show you.
Oh, actually, yeah. If yeah, please, Luna, can show that analogous case.
Yes, I will absolutely do that. I'll even open the 3D. So, case you're looking at is, hold on, I'll do the white cross so people can understand.
Yeah.
How do I rotate? I've forgotten. Let me use my mouse. There.
Oh, my keyboard
Correct.
isn't audible.
This case here, pretty equivalent. The case that Hector
Yes.
has right now.
So it's equivalent because see that our first layer color, because I'm using pink for the first layer cross color, we should call it. So I'm using pink for the
Yeah.
cross colors on the side, and the edge. So this is like the corner, and this is like the edge, sort of. Remember how ridges sometimes act like edge, sometimes act like corners. So here it's acting like an edge, and here the 3C, the edge, is acting like a corner. The color on top is different, but by doing this one slice move here, I can pair them up, and that's exactly equivalent to what Luna just did. So this is how I think about F2L, is constructing cases that are analogous to 3D cases. So we can insert this piece using the same 3-move insert we'd use in 3D. And here, see, I've got like 2 pieces already in a slot, but they're wrong.
Mhm.
Does rotating the 3D cube affect the 4D cube? So
Yes, but also...
just like in 3D, when you rotate, each face is a square, and you rotate those squares, right? But you're also it drags along some
Stuff over
layers
the
of the
edge.
adjacent faces drag along with it. Similar thing here. When Grant, for example, grabs a face, well, he's kind of moving too fast. But you can see when Grant like highlights something, he's highlighting the pieces that are going to move together when he moves that face.
Yeah.
So if he selects like the top face, you'll see yellow. He's
Which will be
moving
doing quite a lot right now.
right. Yeah. Then he's moving the yellow cell there, but also like one layer of each of the adjacent faces.
Yeah.
Because
Because those are the bits that are part of the same pieces.
yeah. So if you really think about a Rubik's cube, you'll find that it's the same stuff is going on. We're just increasing the number of dimensions.
Yeah.
Anything that's a square becomes a cube. Anything that's a line becomes a square.
And that's something that hypercubing is really good for, actually. Is
Yeah.
having a bit of a look at the puzzle and thinking about how much you really understand it.
Yeah.
Highlight stuff that you think.
So rotating a 2D thing on a-
Exactly.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's the analogy.
Yep. You got it. What about 3? Yes. That's exactly right. Yep.
That's exactly
Yep.
right.
So yeah, what we're really doing when Grant selects that yellow face, he's really selecting a 3x3x3x1 hypercuboid volume, sort of.
Exactly.
It's just we're projecting that into 3D, and our brains are not wired to think about 4D hypervolumes. So
No.
you see it as a volume plus some bits on the edges.
Yeah.
Could it in theory go to 5D? Yes, it can. We have
Absolutely it can.
up to 8-dimensional cubes, I think.
7 dimensions is what we can do at the moment. A
Seven-
hyperspeed
oh,
cube
okay.
2 can handle an 8.
So yes, so we have up to 7 dimensions, and there's a program in progress that I'm working on that may someday come out that can do more than that. But don't. Just 7.
No,
is-
there's not much reason to go beyond 7.
Yeah, it gets crazy. So this F2L case, when you have the edge and corner in the slot, bad. The thing you do in 3D is bring them onto the top cell, which in here is like I. It's my inner cell. We call it I. This is like the farthest from my cross.
The
Yeah.
fact that I got
Which
a
is
doing
five
the
same
and
job
then
as
it
you.
felt really slow.
Yep.
Right.
And then we break it up. So now we can pair these up. What was that, Grant?
I got a 512, but it felt really slow.
Ah. Yeah. So this case, do we want to show the analogous 3D case for this one?
This case, I can get on that. You can have to. I'm stretching my older F12
3D muscle.
brain.
Yep. Is there a computing issue? It's computing, yeah. At some point, you're just simulating too many pieces, and the rendering is complicated, and
Yeah.
it's hard to display it because, like, here we're squishing 4 dimensions into 2 because the screen is 2-dimensional, and we can manage that. The more dimensions, the harder it is to display.
Yes.
And it doesn't really give you any benefit. It's kind of like computing billions of digits of pi. It's like,
Yeah.
you can do it, but
Yeah.
is it teaching you anything?
Yeah. It's a bit like how if you can solve a 7x7,
Mm-hmm.
you can solve a 100x100.
Yeah.
It's the same, right? After some number of dimensions, there's kind of nothing new.
Yeah.
You kind of just apply the same strategies, and you have to solve more pieces, but you know how to do it.
Yeah. Okay. So Luna has got the analogous case here. Could you make, or do you intentionally have the faces spread out like that?
I do.
Okay.
But to make it look a bit like this.
Yeah, I think it'll be a little easier to see if it's closer together.
But I can absolutely cluster the
Thank you.
faces together.
Um,
There we go.
Nice. So yeah, so this case is very similar. We have the corner has the cross color on top. For me, that's
I don't think it's exponential.
no, it is. Yeah. Well, it's exponential.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. I guess that is what exponential is. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You're right.
So we have cross color on top, and the edge is just chilling there. So the way we do this in 3D, right, is you match up the cross color, or sorry, you match up the edge so that it's like lining up with its center. Rotate that away from the slot where it belongs, and then line up the corner on top so that it's paired. I say on top. That's in 3D. It's on top. In 4D, the top, so to speak, is the center of the screen.
Yeah.
The way that
that's
I
the
saw
most useful cell for us to use.
Right. Grant has the cross on the bottom cell, so he really does have like the top is at the top of the screen and the cross is at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
It's just different approaches in solving.
Yes.
Well,
to do what you want to look at.
Yeah. I think this is better because I have better visibility. The
Probably.
other way is better because it's more familiar. So
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. So here I got a free F12 pair. That happens sometimes. Probably about as much as it happens in 3D, just because you're solving so many F2L pairs that you're going to get free ones every once in a while.
Is this a bit of a better view here? I've hid the last layer, so now we can
Yeah.
see it well.
Nice. Okay. So
It's a great example to show us how the F12B pairs are similar to F12A pairs, but different.
yeah. So here's another F2L pair that the analogous case in 3D is you have the same color on top for the corner and the edge. And the way you do that is you hide the corner, line up the edge so that it's next to the corner, and then bring the corner back. But here, that didn't work because these things have more than just 2 orientations. So we have to be careful that we have it oriented correctly when we pair them.
Yeah.
So, can someone show you a picture of a solved one? Yes. Luna
Yeah, we
do
can
that.
absolutely get to that. I can pull up MC7D real quick.
Oh, it was solved 70. Oh. I was thinking party. Yeah. Shoot.
Oh, with a 4D one. Yes, I can do that really quickly. No, that's the 4x4. Here you go. This is what solved 3 to the 4 looks like. So this is where Hector is currently trying to get.
Right. I have some pieces hidden, so if I show everything, this is what it looks like. It's a lot harder to see what I have and haven't solved and what I'm looking for. So that's why we don't usually do that.
Second solve 415.
Nice. Holy
Nice.
cow.
Nice.
Grant,
Grant
you
is a
gotta, you gotta
Hello, I have a conundrum.
Yeah, how's it going, Rowan?
A conundrum.
4 to the 4 update.
Oh, is it the pairing thing that I ran into?
It's they're in
this
bars,
is fun.
but what do I do? How do I pair these like this?
Let's have a
That's
look.
very fun.
You've only got. You must have another one messed up somewhere.
Yeah, I have two messed up on the in cell.
Yeah.
Inner
How would you
cell.
do that in 3D?
Yeah, just do your 3D. That's a
Yeah.
3D case.
That's just edge pairing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
normal edge pairing.
Right. Slice, flip,
What would
slice.
you do if that happens in?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Just make sure you pick the right slice and the right flip.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the tip.
There's something interesting I'm doing here. So one of the reasons we like this method, 3-block, is that you have the entire right cell free. So just like in Petrus or ZZ, how you can use a whole face to like do block building, we can do that here, but it's even more powerful because I can rotate this this right cell in a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
And so it gives you a lot of freedom when building your F2L pairs and save the move count.
it does.
Um,
It also makes some normally really annoying cases really easy.
Yes. So inserting an F2L, we call these F2LA. And let me get a better view. We call these F2LA pairs and F2LB pairs. So the A pairs are made of a 3C and a 2C.
Yeah.
And the B
And-
pairs are made of a 4C and a 3C.
Yeah.
And B is much harder to insert. So A, you can insert just using a 3-move insert like we usually do in 3D. F2LB pairs, you have to be a little more creative. So I can bring up this slot, but if I try to insert this pair right now, you'll see I mess up the other stuff I had in there.
Yeah, the other things
have
in that
to-
slot.
Right, there's other things in this whole, like, these 6 pieces.
All
once
meant to
I-
go together.
Yeah. So what I can do is use this right cell to match those up. So I can't insert it directly, but I can use that, and then there you go. Later on in the solve, we won't have a whole cell free, so we'll have to be a little bit more creative. But
Yeah.
the general idea is the same, that you have to do an extra move to kind of match them together.
Yeah.
And in higher dimensions, the inserts like that just get even more.
They just get
annoying.
longer, yeah.
So like, here's a great example of why the free right cell made this super easy. These 2 pieces that I've just highlighted, I can
Yeah.
match those in 2 moves.
Whereas
One.
even if you look in 3D, the analogous case where you've got this matching color and the cross to the side, it takes 3 moves to pair this up.
Yeah.
In 3D, there's no way to do it in 2.
So
So that's one way we can really take advantage of being in 4D here and having a free cell that we've left alone. Which is very fun.
yep. So you can see, if I here, let's say I don't want, or let's say I have this. Usually the case where the cross color is on I is not great in 3D.
Yeah, when the cross color's on you, you don't like it.
Or on you, yeah, sorry. I say I for inner in 4D.
Yes.
If I don't like this, I can do a single move, and there, now I have a different case. That shows the power of having this free cell. So
Ooh.
you can only do that in the first half of F2L in this method, but that still is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I just accidentally stopped the timer early. That's fun.
Oh no.
Nice. +2. Not even +2.
DNF. I was like, oh
That
yes,
like
let me
RKT?
split for my
DNF.
split for my 2C PLC.
PR in 4D. Yeah, we think about it a lot. It's the kind of stuff we get up to.
I've actually I've thought about making a hypercube in 4D. I think for visualization, it'd be really nice to have a little bit of depth perception and be able to like wiggle your head side to side to see things. Control scheme though, whoa no.
Yeah, so basically you want to use it as a better monitor while you still sit at your keyboard.
Right,
rather
you
than-
wouldn't. Yeah, keyboard's the best way to control the hypercube that we found.
Yes.
I thought it, like, for years I thought that it'd be super cool to like have a VR controller and be able to like grab a cell and rotate it, but
It would be very cool. but it would not be very useful.
Yeah, the way that VR controls work, it would probably just not feel good, unfortunately.
Hmm. Probably be a very interesting experience though.
Yeah.
Alright.
So inserting this, there's two ways I could do that. One way is I could switch it to have a different color on the inside. So now white is on the inside, and then I can do the insert I was showing before. We bring it down, match it up using red, and then put it back. Other thing, it's actually not inefficient in terms of keystrokes and moves. It's actually like really, really similar.
Surprised.
Yeah, I've counted it a bunch of times in different cases to try to figure out what I should be doing, and almost every time it's like within one move, and whichever one comes on top varies. So I think it's just whatever I see first is what I'm going to go with. Yeah, I was surprised too, because for that one I'm doing, I have to press an extra key to select the left face, and for the other one I have to do a rotation. So the other insert that I'll show is this. I can bring down the slot so that I'd like to just match them up like this. But that's going to, mess things up here. So I already have this white cell messed up. What if I use white to do the move I want to do? And then now just match up pink again. And then fix this face. So there's kind of a lot going on there. And I'm not going to explain it in too much depth. But suffice to say, there's an explanation for what I just did, like using 4D techniques. And that is a way to
exploring a lot of these different ways to insert and different ways to move stuff around is one of the big ways we've made progress recently.
Right. So
how you guys have made progress.
Yeah.
Grant just spams moves.
Yeah, Grant just spams moves.
So true.
I goes the 4 to the 4 row, and have you figured this slice, flip, slice out yet?
I brought my actual 4x4 out in front of me, and I'm trying to get the logic down.
Yeah, we should mention that that's a very typical thing to do in hypercubing, is have an analogous 3D puzzle at hand that you can experiment with. That's how I figured out how to do F2L.
Often more than one.
Yes, often more than one. Yeah, that's how I figured out these F2L techniques, is when I first started doing this, I literally would set up every single case, try to figure out, okay, what does this look like in 3D? How do I solve it? Why does it work in 3D? And
really breaking down the things into what they actually mean.
Right. It's one of the cool things about hypercubing is it forces you to learn all those, you really understand what's going on.
Because you have to understand what's going on. Otherwise, it's very difficult.
Yep. Sir Pancelot mentions a non-Euclidean dungeon.
Could be very cool.
Yeah. There's a game, Hyper Rogue.
That you might be very interested
possibly,
in that.
Yeah, you should check out Hyper Rogue. It uses hyperbolic geometry, which is another related but not quite the same mathematical subject. It's like a...
We deal with both.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
We take the hyper in hypercubing a little bit.
Yeah.
With liberties.
Each room is analogous to the single side of one of the composite. So, normally a dungeon in 3D is typically a few different floors, but each floor is just arbitrary 2D shapes.
Yeah.
Matched together. So if you imagine an arbitrary 3D shape, like an underwater dungeon where you could swim up and down in any direction, and just a few different layers of that. So occasionally there's a magic staircase that's like a portal that takes you to another dungeon that's all 3-dimensional. That is what a 4D dungeon would probably be like.
Yeah. Something you can do that is kind of interesting is imagine living on the surface of one of these things. You imagine having cubic rooms, but they connect up like the cells of a hypercube. And you get some interesting things where you end up back where you started when you don't expect to.
Yeah.
Because you're on the surface of a 4-dimensional sphere.
Right. Which brings us to something. Rubik's Cube is actually a 2-dimensional puzzle. In a way. Because all the stickers are 2-dimensional. The surface is 2-dimensional. It's just not Euclidean. It's a sphere.
Yes.
Really, it's a cube, but you could puff out a Rubik's Cube, like a V-cube, to make it a sphere.
Exactly.
So when you're solving a hypercube, you're dealing with not really a 4-dimensional space necessarily. You could think of it as a 3-dimensional spherical space.
Mm.
Like, I'm not actually thinking about 4D spatial reasoning. I'm doing 3D spatial reasoning that works weirdly at the edges.
Yeah, it's taking advantage of this thing kind of living in 4D, but
Yeah.
you don't actually need to talk about it.
Right. Yeah, because all of the rotations I'm doing, like when I rotate a cell, I'm rotating that cell in 3D.
Mm. Exactly. Is it time for me to bring out Magic Tile?
I
It might be.
can't figure out the 4x4.
Okay. Would you like some help?
I would.
Okay. So
Uh,
fix your centers back. Get it so you've just got the 2.
Yeah. The stream
Okay.
is delayed. Maybe I should...
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I can see it. It's all good.
Okay.
So now you have one that's flipped, right?
Right.
This is the famous case. Yeah.
No, I have,
absolutely.
I have this center and this
Mhm.
center.
Right, okay, so I think you're going to end up with the flipped case anyway, I see. So, you've got to pair them up so that you solve either one of them or both of them, which I think what you did before was good.
So I should solve one.
Yeah, you should solve one, yeah. You might not be able to solve both. If you slice, flip, slice from here, you'll be good. You'll solve the pink and orange one.
Oh, right.
Right, and now you have... Oh no, what are you doing?
Solved pink, orange.
Okay. No, you know you didn't. Oh, it's still stream delay.
Oh.
403.
Okay, yeah, great. Now that you have pink and orange solved, pink and purple, you've got an issue.
Orange, orange, purple.
Yeah. Oh yeah, orange, purple, sorry.
There's an issue.
Yes. So, this is probably the closest thing to a conventional parity error that isn't actually parity but feels like parity.
Is this
right?
the thing... Wait, is this the thing that I saw, like, the other day when Grant was
Yes.
learning it?
Yes, it is.
Wasn't that
Just
like...
quick.
It's a good pause and ponder moment.
Was that a thing where you slice like this? You bring it up, you flip it, then you put it back down. Whoops. It's very delayed.
Yeah, the stream delay.
Alright, guys, I got a 403, so that's pretty cool.
That is pretty
Nice.
cool.
Alright. But I am
Yeah,
going
that's-
to mute for just a couple minutes, but then I'll be back.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Grant's not going to get
Yeah, no, that flip you just did doesn't help you.
Okay.
Think about it the same way. This is probably the most similar case to 4x4 PLL parity.
PLL
Right.
parity.
And think about what you have to do to solve PLL parity.
Most people don't know how...
No,
The-
not necessarily
well-
knowing how it works, but
Okay,
what
okay.
has to happen when you
Right.
solve PLL parity.
Two swaps.
Yeah. But like, what move do you have to do that you wouldn't usually?
Slice wide U2 strangeness.
Yeah, you have to do one of the inner slices that splits the edges up, right? Because otherwise you can't solve it.
Right.
FMC
So-
on the 3 to the 4, people absolutely do that.
Absolutely, and in fact, speed solving is relatively new as
Yeah.
a thing that people do. FMC has historically been absolutely the thing that people do.
There's some
'Cause-
black magic that goes into FMC these
There
things.
really is. There
Um,
really is. And we're
'cause you
still
can't
not
use
even
a
nearly
computer.
optimized.
Like there's a computer assisted FMC and a not computer assisted, and right now the not computer assisted is faster, or is like a shorter solution. Just
Yeah, the
because
shorter solution.
there is no way, like we haven't found a way to use computer searches to optimize this really. It's what you do is basically do as well as you can on the first like 2/3 of the solve, and then once you get to the part that's a 3x3, you plug that into a cube solver and use that solution. Like that's basically how we do it right now. If you want to do FMC. So FMC is a very much not a solved problem. It's challenging.
Okay. I'm sharing my
Yo,
screen
the double Rowan stream. Let's go.
with you now, so you should see it in real time, pretty much.
Yes.
So weird slice stuff.
Yeah. So when you solve PLL parity, you have to split the reduced edges up,
Yeah.
because that's where the problem is. So what assumption have you made here?
Oh, can I just use the same alg? No.
No, not quite. But like, what have you done here that you've assumed you can do?
To get it to this state?
Yeah, like when if you were just solving it, imagine everything was working out perfectly for you.
Mm-hmm.
What have you thought that you could do to solve this? And now you can't.
I thought I would like undo until there's 3 or like 2 pairs left, and then somehow flip one and then combine them.
Yeah. And what you've ended up with is one of these single pieces is flipped over, right?
Mm-hmm.
But look at it; it's not a single piece, right? It's made of 2 pieces.
It's 2 pieces.
Yeah. So what you've assumed you can do is that you can pair them up into bars like this, and then pair the bars up, and that will work.
Right, but it doesn't. Not
And
all
you were
the time.
wrong. Yeah.
Sure.
So what do you have to do?
You have to break the bars,
Exactly.
but like not break them like that, because that keeps them.
No, exactly.
So you probably have to break them like
Break them the other
this.
Yes. Interesting. I like that you're just going straight for RKT here. It's very interesting.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I think this is going
RKT
to work.
is safe.
Getting
Yeah,
worse.
RKT is very safe here. No, they think this is great. As long as you can solve a 4x4, you'll be fine here.
The bounds of God's number 3 to the 4. We have some like. Do we actually? I don't
We
think
don't
anyone
actually
computed
have
an
any
upper bound.
concrete bounds. It's more than one.
Yeah, I suspect it is around. I think 100 to 200 was the estimate I gave.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have no clue. Like no clue. Could be anything.
Right. So I suspect that the thing you're trying to do right here isn't going to work.
Yeah, that won't work because I'd have
No.
to slice the same thing.
Yeah, because you're not actually flipping anything over when you do this. Right.
Yeah.
The problem you have is you've got some misoriented pieces. So what you'd really like to do is flip over another, right?
Yeah.
But if you think about normal 4x4, you can only flip over those bars which are kind of acting like wings in pairs, right? You flip one and you flip another, and that's how it works.
Sure.
So,
I have an
if you
idea.
only want to flip one, yeah, go for it.
If I like slice upwards like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just flip like this piece, like with OLL,
But does that break up the bars?
and then
I don't think that's going to work.
put it back.
No, I think you've not quite spotted the problem here. So I'm trying not to spoil it for you, but I will spoil it for you if you want.
All right, I am back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
And I'm going to do another solve
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
while Rowan is figuring out the weird 4 to the 4 case.
Yeah.
Spoil it for me.
Okay.
I'm not
So
big
you know
brain.
how to flip. You know how to flip 2 bars, right?
Yeah.
That's slice, flip, slice. Can you see any bar here that you could flip without changing anything?
Like itself.
Yeah. Like, can you see two C's next to each other that you could flip over, and it wouldn't change the state of the puzzle?
This one.
That's 4. Yeah.
Which two of those?
Yeah, which two of those next to each other could you flip without changing anything?
Or is it like those? Like on a diagonal?
I think so.
Which
Isn't it?
which two?
Not the
C's, or
diagonal,
which
not the
four
diagonal.
2Cs?
Which two C's a bar?
Which bar can I flip?
Yeah.
I would like to flip this bar to solve it.
I think you had it right,
You'd like
Rowan.
to
That you were flipping the one orange one and one purple one.
Yeah. And there's an orange one and a purple one right next to each other.
Rowan had it selected. I don't know why Luna didn't say
Okay.
anything.
Yeah. Those,
Yeah. Those two they had those two selected.
Oh, right, because you said diagonal,
Okay.
which is not correct. Okay, yeah, but those two. So if you flip that whole section over, nothing will change because it's symmetric.
Like with just normal moves? No.
Yeah. Well, so what you can do, so put that instead of having it on I like this. No, that's not. Yeah, that's rotate it over. But I don't think like that is the good way to do
Actually, no, I think that totally works. And then you RKT.
it. That will work.
No, totally do that.
yeah,
do
no,
that.
that actually does work.
And then
Yeah, no,
RKT.
that's great,
That's
actually.
excellent. That's
Oh yeah,
excellent.
that's even better
That just
solution.
happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good. Okay.
And now RKT.
Yeah. Use
turn
L
that,
to
yeah,
do
yeah, and undo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably use L to do RKT.
No, it's
What?
fine. 'Cause
I don't
it's
know.
middle slice.
No, it's questionable.
what have you done?
You should use L to do that RKT move.
No, you just forgot to reset yourself. So undo back.
Okay.
Okay. No, undo all the way back. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That makes
I think this should. I think it should work.
I think you have to use L to do the RKT move.
Why would it make a difference?
I don't know, but I'm scared using R
It
to
should
do
be
RKT.
equivalent.
Using R to do RKT is spooky. Here.
Okay.
Why?
Let's
If
try
you use
that.
L, you don't have to worry about resetting it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not called R key.
No, not small L. Small
Oh,
L.
normal L?
Big L. No, so move. No, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This works.
I don't see how.
Where am I? I'm
I-
lost.
I don't know if it's different,
It's
but
a
I have
commutator,
RKT
so-
superstition.
I got lost.
Yeah, you got lost. So undo.
It's a commutator, Luna,
it-
but
yeah, it's a
the 3D moves don't commute, so 3D rotations.
Yo, Jasper's in the chat.
No, but you can do this as a com.
Hey. Oh, okay.
First 4 to the 4 solve, yes.
Right.
Absolutely. First
This is
4
meant
to 4
this is
solve.
meant to be a com.
Uh,
So you're gonna do that flip.
Right. So
Luna Serpentsalot says that they DM'd you.
Yes, I know. I'm on
Okay.
that.
what I understand from this is that I can flip this like sideways bar, which flips both of them, and then put that back. And then now, if I do some sort of twist to
Yeah,
this,
if you
and
do
then
a U
undo,
there, that
it'll
should
flip.
Yeah, that should absolutely do it. Yeah,
I just need to do
that
it.
should be
a U,
this should work. Yeah, I see no reason why that shouldn't work.
and then down.
No, you have to
and
undo
back.
what? No, you have to undo whatever you. Oh yeah, no, actually that's
Oh,
working.
that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did? Whoa, what? That is a thing.
It's a com. Yeah. Because
Ah.
one of them you can flip without seeing any difference.
That makes sense. Let's go.
So what you assumed was that you had built the two bars and those were the pieces they went with, and you were wrong.
Right. Because they have their pieces that they go with.
Yeah. And so they might still not be with the pieces they were with originally, but you've swapped an even
Right.
number of them around.
So they like they have the orientation, right? So you can't flip a single
Yeah.
2C in place.
You can.
A single one?
Yes, but you can't just flip a single one on its own. You
Right.
can only flip them in pairs.
Right, exactly. Because of
So that's the other way you could have approached it.
wow.
Is you could have flipped one and then the other one.
Nice.
So it's like PLL parity, where you can think about it as a parity thing, but it kind of also isn't a parity thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there you go. Congratulations.
Yay.
I didn't
makes
know that
sense.
that was a solution you could do.
What was your solution going to be?
Slice, flip, slice, and then rotate, and then slice, flip, slice. It does the same thing,
Huh.
but in more moves.
Awesome. Brain,
So I'll have to remember that.
brain time.
Yeah, see, this is the glory of hypercubing, is you find new things all the time, because we
Yep.
really don't know.
Yep.
How's the example solve going?
Example solve, I paused it to let the
Right, yeah.
coolness happen. So, yes, example solve, we have solved F2L by
Nice.
doing pairs. I kind of ran through that. This isn't a tutorial. It's just
No,
like,
but
here's roughly the
just
order I do
demoing,
things.
Yeah.
It's demo, yeah. So now, next step, we keep binds. There we go. So now we're solving the last cell. So step 1, orient, and what that looks like in 4D is having the entire middle here be purple. Because purple is my last layer color. So we're going to do that in 3 steps. First, I'm going to just look at these pieces, the 2C pieces. And these are like edges on a 3D puzzle. So I can, if I do this, now I have here an L case. Like
Yeah, it's a lot like
UL.
cubing, just reverted all its knowledge again.
Yes. So I can do F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. Classic algorithm that solves those 2 pieces.
They're all at 90 degrees to each other.
Yes.
The projection makes them look kind of wonky.
Right. Luna, could you do the
Yeah, it's the same way that here's a 3D.
You're not sure. You're not screen sharing.
Oh, hold on, I was going to show you.
Yep.
So here's a 3D cube, and I can show it like this. And this is a 3D cube, and you can see that when I center one of the faces here, the other ones look kind of wonky.
Yep.
So there aren't really any 45-degree angles going on here.
It just looks like there are because of the
It
projection.
looks like there are because, like, the way to think about it is if you ever drawn a 3-dimensional graph on a piece of paper, right, you draw the horizontal line, the vertical line, and then you kind of draw an angle line for the 3rd dimension on an axis. And that's kind of what's going on here a little bit. But this is projecting rather than just drawing another line.
Yeah.
So it kind of ends up a bit wonky. And you're really used to processing that in 3D because you so commonly look at a 3D image on a 2D screen. Because that's how your eyes work. But you're not used to adjusting that for a 4D image on a 3D screen. So it looks unexpected.
So we can solve the rest of these 2Cs in the same way. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime.
Yeah, you're going to have the 45-degree angle on the lines, probably.
Yeah.
When you draw it.
So we could just use...
in theory, choose whatever you want.
Yeah.
As you adjust the projection. Wow, watching Grant's TPS.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
TPS to assert dominance.
Ah, yes.
Of course.
And the splits are still bad. Wow.
And it's
Yeah.
not even RKT binds.
Yeah, and also we have new software that's giving us new ways to think about the puzzle, like piece filters and keybinds.
Yes.
And people haven't been speed solving because it was so painful because searching for pieces was difficult.
And
Now
mouse
we're speed
control is
solving.
very slow.
And mouse control slow, yeah. So now that we're speed solving, we're discovering a lot more things. Yes, very good explanation, TreeCube. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, my splits are also bad because it's literally comparing to the world record, so...
Yeah. Grant's going
Yeah,
elite
okay,
mode.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
record or bust.
Wow. That's terrifying. Yeah. So next step in the example solve is I don't have filters for this. Hang on. I want to solve.
Oh, bro, I did the thing
edges.
again.
The thing.
I keep
You time it
splitting
again.
at when I finish 2C PLC
Add a split for it.
for some reason. What?
Add a dummy split.
I guess I
So you just
could.
do split there.
You can undo a split, even the
Yeah, you can
last
undo a
one.
split, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
have
but
like
I don't have a keybind set up for that.
Well, then set one up.
I could. Yes, I could.
You should. Because then at least
I
it's not a ruin solve.
True. Yeah, that's fair. I will after this solve. The funny thing is, I haven't had that issue until tonight.
It's the pressure in front of an audience.
Or we're distracting.
Okay, well, at least it's more fun. So.
Yeah.
Very fun. Everyone, don't forget to donate money. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Please.
Go give money to the Jingle Jam. Go donate to charity.
Yeah, donate to charity. Oh, that's...
We are all poor. Hypercubers needs the fund to build the 4D puzzles.
I'm a software engineer. I don't need your money.
It is a joke. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, donate to charity.
True.
It allows them, but I can't click it. The link.
Yeah.
So next step in orientation is to orient the 3C pieces, which can be like edges if you want, or they can be like corners if you want. In this case, it's easier to think of them like corners. So I can set up, for example, if I look at these 3 pieces here, those form a soon. Kind of weird. But I can switch to this and do a soon. And now they're solved.
Okay. I now
Well,
have an
oriented.
undo split.
Or oriented, rather,
thing.
yeah. So I can continue to set up different cases like that. I could do so. I see.
Yeah, and this is where you're seeing that in 3D, we tend to just generate all the algs, but there's
Right. There's so
a
many cases.
god-awful number of cases here. You can't generate all the algs. Generating algs is hard as well.
Yeah.
And
So
even if you
we
could,
have-
you'd have to learn them. So like,
Yeah, which also
Yeah.
we're not doing.
Yeah.
So you're seeing more intuitive approaches.
Especially reducing things down to 3D.
Yeah,
Tends to be how we do this. Because we understand 3D cases, we have algorithms for them.
Yeah.
So if you can reduce something 4-dimensional down to 3D, you can solve
then
it.
you can spam algs.
So if I rewind a bit, I did not. These 3 pieces are not set up nicely in a 3D case.
No.
But I can do some moves on other cells, which we'll talk more about what those moves are. But basically, I'm turning these side faces in order to set up a case here that I do
I
not
never thought of them as anything other than bendy edges, but that soon just changed everything.
Bendy edges.
Interesting.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no, they're corners for me right now.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to think of them as corners.
Yes.
So now all that's left are the
real
forces,
corners.
which I cannot treat like edges. These have to be treated like corners. So once again, I'm going to set up a bunch of different cases. So here I have headlights on the bottom. I actually almost have double headlights. I have 3 of the double headlights pieces, but not the 4th. So I'll just insert that 4th piece. There we go. Now we have double headlights on the bottom. So we can do our double headlights algorithm. Now, I have to use an interesting technique here that I'm going to get to permuting the last cell. So I'm just going to kind of go through it, and I'm doing a double anti-soon, but there's some weirdness going on that we'll explain later. Basically, that was a double anti-soon with some spice, which let us just manipulate
Hopefully
those.
if you know double anti-soon, you should have been
Yes.
able to see that in there.
Yeah, it was kind of
The
hidden in
seeds
there.
of double anti-soon, yeah.
And
doing this now in my solve if you want to look at a fast example also.
oh yeah. And Grant uses a different technique. It's the same idea, but different like ergonomics of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's in the same step. I'm going to solve these headlights using a front soon, back soon, which does solve headlights.
Yeah.
So whenever you see that like big flip, like this big flip, that's the spice.
That's shenanigans.
Yeah, that's the shenanigans that makes it work in 4D and doesn't mess things up. So now we are almost have a 3x3, 3D cube. We almost there. Problem is our centers. Centers are not solved. So we have to correct our centers. And I can do that here. This one, we sort of have an algorithm for it. It's kind of like beginner's method corner, how you permute corners in beginner's method. If you do like a sexy move, and then you move the bottom layer inverse sexy, like that. You kind of make your own commutators. I'm going to do the same idea here. So I do like a sexy move, reorient, inverse sexy, sexy move, reorient, inverse sexy. And
now we're done.
Yep. So now I've rearranged these, and you can also use a U permutation sometimes.
Yeah, I always do it.
The easier
just
way to
two
do it.
perms.
Yeah. So I can undo that and show how you can do it using U perms instead, which is how we used to do it, and still do in some cases. So what I can do is rotate like this, and I'm going to do the M slice U perm. That's the one I use here. So maybe you could sort of tell that that was an M slice U perm, and that solved some of these pieces. And this is a nasty case, so I'm actually going to do it again. There we go.
And
so
now hopefully you should see something that looks a bit like
now
a
there's
U-perm.
just one U perm. Yep, these are the pieces that we need to permute. There we go. And so now the centers are solved. And now
So you can
truly,
see how that was a bit longer.
Yes. Yeah.
Hence.
Now truly, we just have a three-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Problem though, if I grab this middle face and rotate it, I'm just turning the whole cube at once.
Yeah. Basically, just a cube rotation.
Yeah, it's just a full cube rotation. Can the outside edges be looked at as their own 3x3x3 cubes?
Yes.
Yes.
So
So
you can actually view this puzzle as 3 concentric 3x3s.
right, if I here's one
Eccentric.
3x3, here's another, here's the last one.
Yeah.
And
It's
what we're
just not
about to
very
do.
convenient to do it like that.
Yes. In fact, this technique does exactly that.
Mm.
We say, here's what we're allowed to do. We're allowed to either do any cube rotation we want on this 3x3, or we can rotate 3 layers of all the 3x3s.
Together.
So see how I just did one move on this 3x3, and one move on this 3x3, and I did one move on this 3x3, although you can't see it.
Hmm.
So we can take advantage of that, because any algorithm in a 3D Rubik's Cube you could do using just cube rotations and R moves, right?
If you were so determined.
If you were so determined, yes. If I want to do a sexy move, I could do R rotation, R rotation, R prime rotation, R rotation, R rotation, R2 rotation, R prime.
That's a soon, not a sexy move, but
That's a
same.
soon, not a, sorry, I did a soon. Okay, if you.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can do any algorithm you want using just R's and sexy moves, and as long as the number of clockwise plus counterclockwise cancels out, everything else will remain solved.
Yeah.
Now you could. That's what we mean. That's called our RKT.
Which has a
It-
complicated
stupid
history.
etymology. Don't worry about the etymology. R stands for the R face. K and T are weird. It's just so that because R rocket sounds cool. It's
Yeah.
I'll
I'll get rid of it now.
Yeah, we could get a little more advanced though, because we don't just have to manipulate one face. We could do like an R and then a U, as long as later we do a U prime and an R prime in that order.
Yeah.
So, if I do an R,
Does
a
not
U,
Worry about that, like me.
yeah, Grant doesn't do this,
Yeah.
but I do this. If we do an RU and then this wacky flip on the inside, and then a U prime and an R prime, I actually just did a sexy move on the inside cube.
Yeah. I can show you that on a solved one.
Yeah, share your screen,
Like,
go.
yeah, if I turn my...
Yeah.
No, that's the wrong button. There we go.
There we go.
I
Yes.
keep loading the 4x4 on autopilot. Here we go. So yeah, I can do an R and then a U, and then turn this over, and then a U prime and an R prime. And then if I turn it over again,
So you can see
that
that.
should look suspiciously
Yeah.
like I've just done a sexy move.
Or inverse sexy.
Well, no, I've just done a sexy. Get here.
What?
Inverse sexy would get back.
Oh yeah, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we have this is the one search program we have, is a program that searches for ways to do those wacky rotations to make this work.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that we do a little differently, instead of rotating the inside, we rotate the outside 2 layers. Just because then the moves you do, it feels like you're just doing the 3D algorithm, but inserting these weird outside rotations so that it magically cancels.
And it's very fast
Yes, very fast.
when you do it right.
So that is what I'm going to be using to solve this last layer. And to be clear, you don't have to do the wacky rotations thing. Like, you could just you do R in rotations. That's pure RKT. And that's what Grant does. Right. Grant does that and is currently the world record holder.
That's
Right
that's,
this
that's
second.
what I do also.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Rowan does. But Luna and I like these cancels because it's more move efficient, and we think
Yeah.
that it'll be faster ultimately.
I do.
Yeah, I need
cancels,
to-
So when we're
but
doing
on
an
the
alg,
outside.
when we're doing an actual
Right.
alg that we have memorized cancels for, like,
very
we
fast.
can go faster than these two.
Oh, yeah.
They might have higher TPS than us currently. I don't know.
That's just because they have easier to recognize methods, I think.
Yes.
Actually, Grant can certainly do the keybinds faster than I can, but I have
Yeah.
different keybinds that don't need as many key presses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Most cubers should learn a second or third method. I think it's a really good idea to learn more than one method. On any puzzle, to be honest. The more ways you know how to solve a puzzle, the better. The more strategies you have.
It's certainly useful to know different solving methods for 4-dimensional puzzles.
Mm.
That said, I only know like CFOP and ZZ, I think, basically, in 3D.
But if I asked you to do root, you could probably do it.
Maybe.
Like if I asked you to
Even
solve a
if it
cube in
wasn't
that
very
order, you'd be
efficient, I'm
able
sure you
to.
could
It
do it.
wouldn't
Yes.
necessarily
Yeah.
be very successful, but
Yes.
as a beginner, I think it's worth learning a bit of that because it exposes you to different ideas. If you're locked
Yeah.
into one method, it makes you think of stuff in only one way.
Yeah.
And actually getting out of that is what's been happening recently. We found
Right.
better ways to do things just because we started thinking about it differently.
So technique-wise, what I'm doing right now is I have memorized how to do those weird flips for like sexy move, invert sexy, and soon. And so I'm using mainly the sexy and invert sexy. Oh, and sledgehammer. Although it's not very nice to do sledgehammer. Like it's not
3 methods on the jumble prism. When I solve the jumble prism, which will be never. Tree Cube. These keyboard controls are part of a program called Hyperspeed Cube, written by Hector here.
Hello. Yes.
You can get it on his GitHub.
Yep. I can give a link to that. I'll get it.
ZBLL would be an amazing method for PLC, but nobody wants to learn that many out.
Right. Yeah,
So
it
no.
actually doesn't. Oh, interesting. It's red because that's my username. Yeah. So there's Hyperspeed Cube. Algorithms actually like I use full OLL and PLL minus a few full OLLs I haven't learned in 3D. On the 4D cube, I use 2look because then I have to like it doesn't really help that much to use full PLL. It's a small part of the solve, and it's more important to have a few algorithms that you're good at.
Yeah, I didn't see the link.
It didn't work.
Red might have banned the link.
Oh, interesting.
You can't.
Actor, can you?
can't send
No,
links
hang
in
on,
chat.
Actor. Rowan, can you put a link to Hyperspeed Cube in the description of the stream,
Yeah. Oh, sure.
please? Because there really should be one.
Got it.
Thank you.
Copy.
I don't see why not, Boki.
Hyperspeed Cube program.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Save.
Okay. So people might need to refresh to see
Refresh the page, and you should see it.
that.
Yep.
You could also just go to github.com/my username hackedrce, and then if you go to that, it'll be like the first thing pinned on it because it's the most notable thing I've done.
In fact, if you Google Hyperspeed Cube,
True.
it shows up.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Okay, so now I'm on PLL.
Yeah, so full look last layer, slow TPS but instant recognition is kind of what we're doing.
Right.
Well, we do have decent TPS now, but like making faster recognition has been a big thing. We've actually simplified a lot of steps. Especially Hector has simplified some steps even more than I have. to aid in recognition. And Grant, currently king of that, using the most basic speed method, effectively.
Yep.
It's a great effect because it's so easy to recognize.
Yep.
But there you go. A soul from Hector. A
Yep.
world record at like an hour and 2 hours long or something.
Movie cookie is sent some images. Yeah. So I think that if you do an orthogonal projection,
That looks really
Sort of
like
correct.
a correct orthogonal projection.
yes, sort of. So is it correct if you draw a cube like that? Or sorry, yeah, if you unfold a cube into squares, it's like, hold on, let me switch to paint.net so I can draw this.
Ooh, we're gonna get a drawing on stream.
Yeah, we're gonna get, yeah. Paint.net, here we go. Nice. So if I draw a cube, this is gonna be much less artistic and like accurate, or less artistic and precise than what you gave. So if I draw a cube like
Yeah. One of the problems with ZB is you'd have to
this.
come up with RKT cancels for every single alg.
So if I draw a
Okay.
cube like this,
Fun with that.
is this an accurate representation of a cube?
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, you're unfolding it, is really what it is. Like, this isn't a projection in the sense
No.
that it's like there's one point is ending up in multiple places, kind of like,
Yeah.
which is kind of true in what we use for the cubes anyway. We space them
Well,
out.
that's face spacing that we space.
Yeah. But like these, if this were a perspective projection, then this should be a trapezoid. But if you want to
Because
look
then
at
the
like,
edges actually join up. Yeah.
right, but if you want to look at unfolding it into a net, then this is entirely accurate. And
Yeah,
so what
this
you
is
drew is a
exactly
very
what-
good representation of like unfolding a hypercube to
Into
a
a net,
3D
yeah.
net. Yeah, and it's very, very beautiful.
It is very pretty, yeah.
So
Yeah, isometric, yeah.
yes,
But the thing is, your 3D is isometric, but your 4D has also become... So, like, it's the 4D bit that you need perspective on. Like, projecting 4D down into 3D, you're not going to get isometric lines, no matter what you do, really.
right. In fact, the projection that we use in Hyperspeedcube by default
Yeah.
has 4D perspective, but not 3D perspective.
Yes.
In fact, let me show the difference there, because that's
if you,
really
in fact,
cool.
if you wanted to draw isometric projection of 4D down to 3D, you'd need 3D paper to draw it on. And then
Yeah.
when you draw that on 2D paper, it would still not be isometric.
So let me
Because of how
demonstrate
that
this.
works.
So I can increase the 3D field of view.
Yeah.
So this is making it a 3D perspective drawing.
Yeah.
I can increase or decrease the 4D perspective. So if we get rid of 4D perspective entirely, it looks like this. Which is what it looks like in 3D as well. If I get rid of 3D perspective, right, things squish away.
Yeah.
This is an isometric, or not isometric, sorry. This is a orthogonal projection of a 3D cube.
Yeah.
Um,
Do some free
Not
40.
very
Do we have free 40 rotation in this version?
we do
of
not.
Hypercube?
No, we do not, sadly.
Okay.
So I can't show this kind of rotation. Not yet.
But it's coming.
Yes, someday.
Someday.
TM, yeah.
So, yeah. I
It's
found
very
that
weird.
yeah.
There's like several levels of projection going on, and sometimes it's hard to keep track of what's going on.
Yeah.
We've spent a lot of time
Yes.
staring at code that it does exactly this, and we
Yep.
still get it wrong.
Yep. Yeah, in higher dimensions, we typically just ignore the extra dimensions, so we only do 2 projections. 4D to 3D, and then 3D to 2D.
Or do something very, very basic.
Yeah.
Run, this edge pairing is looking pretty good.
Yeah, at one point I clicked.
Where did you guys learn to code this? Good question.
I learned it from Hector.
I learned it by a meandering journey of like self-taught programming over 10 years.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a combination of many, many years of programming experience for both of us, and a lot of thinking about puzzles, and then squish those two together, and then you can kind of do this. We've only got a couple edges left now, it looks like.
Yeah, it's hard to find because I messed up the piece filters.
Yeah.
It's taken me a while.
Can re-piece filter. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it'd take too long.
No, that would have been
How
world
much
record
of the code is
without-
inspired by MC4D? Hector, you're currently muted. I hope you know that.
oh my
Guys,
gosh, how long have I been muted?
Like a
30
minute.
seconds.
Okay. I just misclicked, I guess.
We just got.
Without our
Go ahead.
without our KT parity, that would have been world record.
Wow.
Oh,
Tragic.
Wow. What's
Wow.
world record now?
Um,
352?
58.
358.
So,
This would've been,
inspired
like,
by MC4D, mostly I was inspired by I was like looking at the way MC4D works to understand like, okay, what should I be aiming for? What areas do I want to improve on? And what sort of weirdness is acceptable?
And what sort of weirdness is not acceptable?
Right.
Because
So, yeah,
there's some weirdness in MC4D that's not acceptable.
Right. And I think I might have looked at MC4D a little bit for the math. I don't honestly remember.
Because MC4D is already a mess of many years of code.
Right. I think I've definitely looked at the code and realized like, oh, I'm not going to be able to take much from this. So
what we
yeah.
have been inspired by a bit is MPU, Magic Puzzle Ultimate. We've
Yeah,
taken
we've
some
been reading
code
that.
paths from that for puzzle generation.
Yeah, some algorithms.
But
Yeah.
I don't think any of that is in HyperSpeedCube right now.
Not yet, but it will be. And there's like some comments in the new version that say like this is taken directly from this file in. We kind of Luna helped a lot with this of like understanding the algorithm and rewriting it to be a little cleaner and more modern in terms of coding practices. But it's the same underlying idea.
Because this is one of the newest hypercubing programs at all.
Yep.
By many years.
Yeah. Shark Retriever says that it's a lot of computer graphics. Yes, there's a lot of computer graphics involved in drawing it. There's there's three main components of the program. There's simulating the puzzle, which right now it's like hard-coded to simulate a 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
That part is like very self-contained. There's rendering it, which, oh my gosh, this rendering is actually really complicated because of the transparency. In order to do this properly, which very few programs do this properly, none of the other hypercubing programs do this properly.
No.
Things that, like, transparency is actually rendered in the correct order for this program, which is very, very difficult to do.
Yes.
And unfortunately causes problems with intersecting geometry. I don't know if I can demo that easily.
No. But
yeah,
we're trying to do it properly, and still there's some
right. So
weirdness.
It's oof.
Yes, we know Charles.
Yes,
He's in
Charles is on the
but he
Discord
doesn't
server.
show up very often.
Yeah.
He's also on the mailing list, which
Yep. So
we used
rendering
to have.
very difficult because of transparency. If you don't want to do transparency or you don't want to do it super correctly, then it's not too
Rendering
bad.
can be really easy. Yeah.
It's not too bad. You just have to do the 4D projection is actually not that hard.
No,
Once you
that's-
understand like how to use
What you're
matrices
trying to do.
If you understand how to use matrices to do transformations in 3D, you can basically do the
fine.
same in 4D. You don't even need 5x5 matrices. You just do the perspective. Like graphics cards do what's called a perspective divide, where they divide x and y by z at some point. So if you divide x, y, and z by w, and then divide x and y by z, you can do that perspective divide yourself in twice. So the third part of HyperSpeedCube is the application layer that manages keybinds and the user interface and piece filters and all that.
And
And that's
that's
also
hell
really
on earth.
complicated, mainly because of keybinds.
Hmm.
This keybind system is tremendously complicated.
A lot of work goes into making it user friendly.
Yeah,
and, it's still
and the
not
animations
user-friendly.
as well. There's all sorts of like dealing with the animating. If I do this, animating when you select something, the various opacities is not trivial. Like, and the outlines and stuff. So most of what makes Hyperspeed Cube complicated is that I wanted the UI to look really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's hard to make things look really, really
So
good.
unlike every other
Yeah.
hypercubing program.
Yeah. If you just want to make a 4D Rubik's Cube sim, it's still hard, but not
Not nearly this hard.
that hard.
We're having a lot of difficulty because we're trying to do things right.
Right. We're trying to make it look good, and yeah, it's user friendly that it's not user friendly. No. I hope not. I don't know. I want it to be user friendly.
Hypercubing is kind of inherently not user friendly.
Yeah, like there's only so much we can do. So
But yeah.
I even added a welcome screen. Not that anyone reads
You
it.
even
but-
added the option to turn it off.
Yeah, it's true.
That's great.
Oh, what? 2C PLC skip.
Yo,
that
now you went accidentally split.
Keybinds conference.
Yeah, we need customization. Oh no, how do you config everything? Absolutely.
Conference.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And this is such a hard trade-off to make.
Yep. Yeah. Basically, with Hyperspeed Cube, the moment that you open the puzzle keybinds UI, I just assume that you're going to come in the Discord for help. 'Cause
Or you know
there's-
what you're doing.
Or you know what you're doing somehow. I would like to make this be like intuitive, but I will not sacrifice the
Functionality that we actually
functionality
need.
for it, because people are using every single function of this program.
Well, people still want more functions.
Right. So functionality comes first, and if I can make it intuitive, that's all the better.
Right.
Yeah. I might
That
make
was
a
a-
basic mode and advanced mode.
That was a very good solve.
Yeah.
Good job.
That was a PB split for F12E
Which is
by like
Impressive.
2 seconds. Alright. I think I actually need to head out.
well, it's been an
Alright.
honor having you here.
Yes.
World
That was
record holder.
awesome. Lots of solves. Thank you for coming, Grant.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys don't
Show
see
us
the live
plebs how
solves
it's
very
done.
often. Alright. See you guys in
Yeah.
the chat, I guess, because this is a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a stream, yeah.
This
Okay, see you
the
guys.
stream is very successful. Like,
Yeah,
to
this is
be
fun,
honest,
man.
I'm blown away by how well this is going.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, see you, Grant.
Sorry about that.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Um,
Oh, stream's looking kind of lonely now with only one.
I think
Yeah.
this is the last pair I have here. This is just a
Ooh,
3D
amazing.
case, I think.
Yeah, well, depending on orientation. Looks like your orientation's good, so yeah.
Let's see. Slice. Flip. Slice? Slice? No. What's the slice? No.
You're a slice.
No. It's all messed up. It's because the RKT, you have to fix it.
Yeah, you have to do a flip that preserves RKT. Yeah.
Yeah.
A half solved forward to the forcing in MC4D for like a year, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Well, we'll have to get you on the next stream then. This is apparently get people to solve 4 to the 4. That's it.
Actor, have you solved 5 of the 4 yet? I don't remember.
I have. I solved 5 to the 4 before 4 to the 4.
Oh, you
Because I hate
madman.
even puzzles that much.
But even puzzles are so chill in 4D.
I was scared. I didn't
Even
know
puzzle
whether
hate is a 3D thing.
I didn't know whether I'd get like some kind of ugly parody. So I just
Yeah, the closest thing you get is that ridge reduction flip.
right. I just
I
didn't
think you
want
can
to
get anyway,
about
but I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember struggling much with that, like with either. I think every parody I had I could solve using just 3D algorithms.
Yeah, I didn't do 5 to 4 for ages. Because no piece filters. Brain hurty.
Right. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, inverting PLLs can help with RKT parity, yeah.
Yes. Or you could just do 2-look PLL and then
Which is what we're doing at the moment.
right. Then you do corners first and avoid parity. Although I do know a really, really lovely parity alg.
Yes.
So let me I
Very
need to
pretty.
turn animations back on.
4 to 4 isn't that bad. People are just afraid, I guess, because it's kind of intimidating, and you remember that 4x4 has a bunch of parities. And you're like, I don't want to deal with 4D parity, even though that's not actually what it is.
My
So-
brain.
You have RKT parity. What do? You take that RKT, you do an F prime, R prime to solve the outer layers. And then this funky thing. Those 6 moves.
The scavenger hunt feel, no, it's overrated. Yeah, 6 to 4 strain wires to a dangerous rate. Yeah, I know that. One.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I go and actually solve 6 to 4, it's going to be an hyperspeed cube. I've started it twice and not solved it. But with the recent big cube speed solving, I could do it much faster now, I think. That 4D alg, yeah, that one is actually just a 4D alg. That's just magic.
Yeah.
Tetrian found most of it. That specific version of it was found by Hactor by turning it over a bit.
Yeah.
But Tetrian
You're
is the source
basically
of that alg.
just like a lot of 3D algorithms are taking out an F2L pair, doing a thing, and reinserting it. That's kind of what we're doing. Just the F2L pair we're taking out and reinsert it. It's like very only works in 4D.
Oh
but it's
boy,
the
now we
same
have no
fundamental.
streamers.
Oh yeah, sorry, I stopped streaming. Should I?
Well, what are we doing next? Are we just waiting for Run?
I think so. Yeah,
This is solved.
I
if we can
can't
make that.
do this stupid slice flip slice. It's so easy. How am I messing up?
It
Who's
is
on the art?
easy.
Oh, sorry, that was already.
Look
answered.
at this. They're the same. I have it on my 3D cube. It's the same.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
oriented correctly.
It is.
So I do wide U prime.
Yep.
R U R prime F R prime F prime R.
Is that RKT neutral?
Slice back.
But
it's
the
not.
flipping algorithm isn't RKT neutral, so just do another U move.
Yeah, I tried that and I
Fixes
messed up the
fixes
centers.
RKT. If you do a U move,
sad.
not an R move, then you'll be fine.
A U move.
An RKT U move
Yeah.
to neutralize the alg,
So-
and then you'll be fine.
I'll share so you don't have to watch
Yeah.
delayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
So like instead of actually doing the flipping alg that you usually do, just think about it as RKT pairs, and just actually insert it the other way up.
Can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, so it's this and this.
Yep.
They're oriented good.
Yeah, you're in the right position.
So, slice.
Yep.
Flip this
So I'd recommend doing sexy and then front sexy instead. So like now do a Y prime rotation and then do back sexy. And then undo the rotation. And now slice back. No, that doesn't work. No, a Y prime rotation, not RKT. Like an actual full puzzle rotation.
Welcome back to chat, Grant.
full puzzle notation.
Well, it shouldn't matter, but
No.
Wait, undo. No, hold on.
I fear the physical 3 to the 4.
yeah, all you have to do is insert that pair flipped that in a way that preserves RKT debt.
Yeah,
So you should just be able to do your
I
flipping
know.
alg.
I've tried it
and then-
many times, but I'm sad.
You just got to count.
I
right.
know. Clockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. That's fine. Counterclockwise, clockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise.
Yeah, that wasn't a flip though. That was Sexy Sledge.
Sexy Sledge doesn't flip?
No.
R
Doesn't
U
flip
R
the
prime
pair that you insert.
F R prime F prime R.
Yeah, that's not Sexy Sledge. That's a different thing. Also, there's a way easier way to do this.
Hang on, I gotta get
Wait.
this.
Yeah. No. Like just to not have to deal with RKT being nonsense.
Is to do it on this layer?
Yeah. Well, no, you don't even need to do that, right? So just do the slice. Right. Oh yeah, because you don't do outer rotations, you do inner rotations. Yeah. So just do it as an RKT slice move. So instead of doing an actual U slice move there, rotate the I cell and do an R slice move, and then rotate back.
Oh.
It's like do an IF and now do the R slice move. It does it, and then yeah, there you go. And now you won't have a problem. Now carry on as usual.
What do we average on 3D 3x3? I average 12.5.
I think you flipped the wrong one, but that doesn't matter.
Oh. If I remember correctly, Luna's around 20-ish seconds.
For normal 3x3, well, depends. Some days I'm like 14, some days I'm like 22.
Okay.
There you go.
Is that all of them? Whoa.
Think so.
Why was the last one so painful?
Because you're trying to do RKT as algs instead of understanding it.
I think my brain got tired.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's been like... well, we've been streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready to wrap up after.
So now it's
Okay.
3 to the 4 solve.
So everyone else is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to finish this 3 to the 4 solve, which should be real quick.
All right. Fun.
I'm gonna time it in case it's a world record.
No.
Yo.
Okay.
Actually, question: if someone gets a world record on like a 4 to the 4, do we count that?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
colors.
You do not need to be fast at 3 to the 3.
It helps to be fast at 3 to the 3.
But
it's not a necessity.
like, yeah. Mostly
the only
it helps
bits that
to-
transfer over, you can learn.
Right. F2L. I think the most important thing is to be familiar with some kind of block building, and F2L is
Yes.
included in that.
Yes. If you
Um,
can do F2L or Ru blocks or ZZ blocks or
Yeah,
Hedges blocks, anything
That
like
is
that.
going to help you tremendously.
Yeah.
But even if you aren't familiar with that, you can learn it.
No, not 4 to the 4 world record. Well, 1/4 ever solved, maybe. This is the first solve. We'll see. Yeah, so 4 to the 4 world record is currently just under 30 minutes. By yours truly.
Rowan, did the colors not copy over from 3 to the 4?
I think you changed them.
I changed
Oh,
them
okay. Okay.
because
Changing colors mid-solve, is that legal?
hell yeah.
I think so. Well, oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Cry about
Certainly
it.
for a casual solve, it is.
Yeah, for casual solve,
Ah.
absolutely. Yeah, if you know intuitive F2L, 2 OLL, PLL, then you're absolutely fine. Doesn't matter how fast you can do it.
Yep.
As long as you can do it, like, as long as you're not having to... Even if you're having to look it up every time, you can still
Yeah.
learn. Like,
The point is that the only progress you could make on a 3x3 that you'd have to learn on a 3x3 is stuff that isn't really useful.
Ugh, it's so big and weird.
Because it's 3-3 specific. Nice offset pair there.
Oh.
I've been there. You could have just twisted it.
I'm tired, okay.
Understandable. Yeah, the first time solving any of these puzzles is exhausting.
We don't do it in one sitting the first time.
Well,
Okay.
depends.
Certainly the first 3 to the 4 solve. I don't think anyone's.
Oh
done
yeah,
it.
no, absolutely. It's very common to not do it in one sitting. Yeah.
Um, I think in terms of raw hours, it is possible to do the first
Yeah.
3 to the 4 solve in one
Ryan,
sitting.
if you
so much
select if you select black as well, so like if you had ticked orange, green, black, and then hit show pieces with only these colors, it would have showed you exactly what you want.
You Grant, your first 3 to the 4 solve was in one sitting. Oh, okay. 2 to the 4, I could totally believe.
Yeah, and 4 to the 4 also I can believe if you're getting there. And then show pieces with all these colors, and that just shows you the pair. And that generally works for a block. If you select all the colors of a block and say show only these pieces, it shows you like the most natural block for those colors, which is often what you want. Yeah, possible in hours, but not insanity. Understandable.
Don't anyone take that as a challenge because it just not healthy.
Yeah.
But
If you're the kind of person that's going to survive that, you're already doing it right now.
Yes.
You've seen us stream it, and you're like, oh, I can solve that.
Yeah.
I forgot
Otherwise,
to do
don't worry about it.
F2L belt. But
Well, you
that's
just do
okay.
whatever.
I'll just do it.
It's fine.
I'll just do it next.
This is a casual solve.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I don't think there's much of a disadvantage to doing it this way.
What is this way that you're referring to?
So solving the 4... Oh, actually, there's probably a really interesting method here.
What?
Solve the 4 A pairs on L, then
Right.
solve the 4 slots around that are the pairs you would have made to make the plane, plus the F12E pairs that go in L,
Oh.
and then solve the R cell.
So
That's an interesting method.
it's like 3 block, but you do left A.
You do left,
before
yeah,
belt.
and then belt plus left B as 4 big pairs.
Oh, that could work really well.
Kind of interesting.
4 big pairs. So like 4 pieces per pair in 3 to the 3 or 3 to the 4.
Yes.
Good night,
It's-
Bobby.
I think it is.
Oh,
It is 4 pieces, or is it
those
6
nice happen.
pieces? I think it's only 4 pieces,
4 pieces.
which
Yeah.
could be much more a sustainable.
Actually, I
bottleneck.
really like that idea.
Mm.
That could be really good.
Yeah, that
My
could-
only issue with it is that keybinds wise, it's a little trickier.
Yeah.
Because I need to control all 4 of those cells.
yeah. We'll have to experiment with it.
But that could be good. Yeah.
It's good to have seen something new.
Yeah, because we don't really need the left cell to be open. Like I've never used that when pairing things.
No, not really. I've used it occasionally, but it's unnecessary.
Handy for getting pieces out is the main thing.
Yeah, it's only handy if the pieces are already there,
Right.
and if you solve it, then the pieces won't be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
It still takes me forever to wrap my head around these inserts. Again, despite being the person who came up with them.
Yeah. You gotta
Where am I?
wait. Yeah, where are you?
Bro, where am I?
Who am I?
Is this
Why
right?
am I?
Wait, this does not make sense to me.
Oh, here it is.
Have you color
Oh,
schemed
okay.
wrong?
Yeah.
Have I color schemed wrong?
No. The correct things are opposite anyway.
Yeah, you could have.
And you've solved one corner.
No,
Right?
I might have color schemed wrong.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you've color schemed wrong.
Oh no!
Boy.
How
Oh,
is this
no.
possible? When purple's on the inside, it's normal cube colors.
Yeah, but what is purple versus pink?
Yeah, which one's purple and which one's pink? Do you remember?
Show centers. F in the chat.
Ooh.
F in
Oh
the chat
no.
for this boy.
Oh no. Oh,
Luckily, it's really
no.
easy to fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
emergency strat works as in 3D.
Emergency strat. This is part of
Yeah.
my method. It's just a parity you can get.
I love it.
Did that fix it?
I think so. Yeah.
Purple's on the inside, normal cube colors.
Yeah.
Red, green. Yeah. That's fixed now.
Now you're doing purple cross, so embrace that.
Okay, fine. Except these two are now opposite, sort of.
Yes.
Kind of a mess.
It's fine.
Yeah, you can fix
We'll
that.
do it. Let's do it Grant style.
Ooh. Yeah, so this would really lean into. This is probably a good optimization of Grant's. Like
What?
doing the
Oh.
left cell and the middle. Like if you rotate it
Oh,
over, it's
yeah,
like Grant's
totally.
method, but with the same
Yeah.
block building advantages as 3 block.
Oh wow, yeah, totally.
We'll have to get Grant in on that.
Back
to what? Yes.
I think that was in response
Oh
to
yeah,
the,
wrong color scheme. That's just a parity you
Oh,
get.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's easy.
It's not even really parity.
And then this is now flipped.
It's
for
just
no
a false
reason.
equivalence. No, just solve square 2 where you can just have the wrong color scheme and that's fine.
what?
There is no wrong color scheme.
Square 2.
Not
Oh yeah,
really.
you can change the color scheme.
Yeah, you
whenever
can mirror
want.
the color scheme on square 2.
Yep.
Oh, that's cursed. I need to look this up. Oh wow. Wait, can you rotate the? Can you like swap 2 colors as well?
You can make it into the mirror color scheme. You can't make the color scheme whatever you want.
Okay,
The
interesting.
middle layer is fixed, but you can change which one's the top color and which one's the bottom color.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yellow, red, green. Yellow, red, green, purple. Here we are.
But I guess if you had like a square 3D or something, you could just make whatever color scheme, probably. Like, there's probably puzzles you could construct where the color scheme doesn't matter. In fact, I've solved some where the color scheme really doesn't matter. And it's really annoying. No frame of reference. Yeah. Well, I'm straight now, so very exciting. You're looking at a Rowan, you did have the 3 to 4 world record at one point, didn't you?
Yeah.
At despondent. Yeah.
First sub 9.
Nice. That's what you're looking at right here. You're looking at a 3 to 4 solve by a former world record holder.
But
Sure.
cursed and not good.
Yeah.
4x4 to Hebron.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't fully understand what's going on. Actually, wait.
You don't understand what I'm doing?
Okay, I
I'm
think actually.
doing 3 block, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see what's
Yeah,
going on.
we're back in 3
Before
block
I
now,
was-
yeah.
Once you were like fixing the center, the color scheme, I was like totally lost about what was solved and what wasn't.
Yeah, I switched colors. Originally, I had done... No, I didn't. No, I did purple because I changed it to black just for fun. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, anyway, so I'm looking for orange, green, white is here.
4x4
Orange, green,
octahedron.
white, purple is here.
Define what you mean by 4x4 octahedron. That's ambiguous.
It's Lunar's response to every puzzle idea.
This is a response to a lot of puzzle ideas. Because it's important.
There we go.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna change it back for fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetic.
Both of them black. That's dangerous.
Okay, speed.
Yeah, no, the pairing's done.
Yes. Now I need these pairs. So I need to show everything and then hide yellow.
Hide the eye cell and then hide the
Show everything, hide gray.
Yeah. You can alternatively just show what you want by ticking the colors that are involved in what you want.
Good enough. Show everything, hide gray. Okay, black solved, and then purple. So this pair's fine. Like that. Blue, white. Blue,
Yeah.
red. Then, where's the last one? Blue, white. Oops.
Nice. I like that pairing.
Bada boom.
Very nice.
Okay, cursed time. Oh, what's this? That's not allowed.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's fine.
Everything is fine. PM.
There we go. This pair is already fucking made. Oh, can I swear? I can swear.
It's your channel.
Yeah, you decide. I've been avoiding it. But...
True.
Do you swear in videos? I don't think you do.
Slightly. I used to a lot.
Interesting.
Ooh.
And, now
And then you
not
started
so
solving easier
much.
puzzles.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
You're not swearing, are you really doing it right?
Fair enough.
By the end of a solve, you should have developed a foundational hatred for whatever you've just solved.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Bada boom.
Nice. All right. Last spell.
Something. What's weird about this?
You're not showing only the last cell.
No, like normally I permute black or gray. No, normally I.
No.
What have I done?
Orient.
Something's weird.
OLL time.
Yeah.
I know, but something feels off.
I don't think so.
The size is weird.
Like
Yeah.
I should be orienting yellow.
Oh, color scheme.
That's it. I should be orienting yellow. But
But you should have started on
I'm
white.
Orienting.
You didn't.
Right. I started on black instead of white. Okay, I see. Let's hide
What's
Scrapers
transfers?
4x4.
these. Oh, that's easy.
Let's load that up.
Can you stream, Lena?
Yeah, oh yes, I will. This is not the puzzle, but
Is that it? Oh.
oh,
Does that one? Oh wait, those are actually 1C pieces near the vertices.
yes.
Wow. So is the color scheme here totally flexible?
Well, the corners can all be permuted around. That's fine. These centers are all just whatever. So yeah, probably.
Wow. That's terrifying.
I don't know about parity, but yeah, no, because you're on the. You might have some parity, so there might be some that you're not allowed to have. But
So
there's
are
equivalent
you-
pieces, so you'll probably be fine.
You just did two cycles, right?
No, I did a 3 cycle.
I see two cycles.
It's 2 3 cycles, I think, actually.
I see two
I
cycles.
did, yeah, I know you see 2 cycles. What
Oh.
I did was this.
Oh, okay. Okay, 2 3 cycles. Okay, I see. So, nice. OLC done. I bet that
Equivalent
whatever
pieces.
parity you encounter, you could just
Resolve with
Permute.
equivalent pieces, I think. Yeah.
right. Yeah. Oh wait, can you move the centers?
What these? Yeah, they're corners.
Oh.
It's a 4x4.
So you just move your. Oh wait, that. Oh.
Oh, yeah, literally just do wide moves. Like,
4x4. Okay. Wow. Okay.
I want red next to.
Wait. So it's a 2x2.
It's a 4x4, but yeah.
But well, for the sake of moving colors around, it's a
I
2x2.
wanna.
Wow.
I want the curse color.
Still salt. Interesting. That's yikes. It's like a 4x4 modulo a 2x2.
Oh yeah. But also worse. Yeah.
It's in shape. Shit. No, it doesn't. What if you do
Doing
like?
a T-perm on a 2x2 fight me.
Oh. Yeah. What if you do a 4x4 elk like peel up parity?
There we go.
I didn't
What?
run into the cool PLL parity
Oh.
that I know how to do as a 2x2 parity and then a 3x3 parity.
So why didn't that? What did that even?
It worked.
Bada
It
boom.
rotated this center
I did it.
Oh.
as well, and then it flipped. some
Yo!
of these around.
Rowan has
Yo,
finally
GG.
four to the 4. Congrats.
First ever 4 to
Save.
the 4 solve.
Yep. Save
Save.
Save.
Saved
Yep.
to HSC 4444. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
1687 PSTM. I think that's pretty good.
That's better than my last solve. I think. No, it isn't. I'm thinking of 5 before.
Yay. I
Yeah.
solved a new 40
It's
puzzle
pretty
this
bad. It's
year.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Submit to Melinda.
Nice. Yeah,
Send
send
it-
it. Well,
I-
yeah,
I
you're on the
can.
3 to 4
I
Hall of Fame.
can.
Yeah, because you're on the Hall of Fame.
I just have to
Send
save it as a log.
Yes. Well, you've just forced it to use HSC. It's funny.
Yeah, we haven't actually confirmed whether Melinda's tried HSC.
No.
But I can just type .log and it'll convert it.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks for coming to the stream,
Nice job.
Yep, thank you all.
everyone.
Yeah, save as both formats. Always a good idea. It's been a very fun stream.
It has been. Thank you all.
You should try the 4 to the 4 again. Everybody should.
Yes.
Hot new puzzle.
First test
Yep.
of the Hypercubers co-stream.
Yeah.
Sure,
Went
why
really
not?
well. Like really well.
It did go very well.
Yeah, that was fun.
Sorry I took you away from your Minecraft.
We'll live.
But
Yeah, that's the real object against Hyperspeed Cube 2 is
Yeah,
Minecraft.
Minecraft. So if you
Yeah.
want to see Hyperspeed Cube 2 at Mojang on Twitter,
Yeah.
tell them to delete Minecraft, and then maybe
Well, yeah.
we'll have Hyperspeed Cube 2.
Complain to Microsoft. Who knows?
Yeah.
Everyone subscribe and leave a like and goodbye.
Yep. And star Hyperspeed Cube on GitHub.
Yeah, go use Hyperspeed Cube. Go learn how to solve a 3 to 4 and join us in the Discord.
Yeah, Discord. Join the Discord.
Woohoo, Discord. Okay. Bye.